Patriot ready? Is you ready? You say you ready? Whole squad ready? Is you ready? Are you ready?
Good evening and welcome to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. This year, John Curtis Christian School is celebrating 60 years of excellence and is continuing to build champions for life. Tonight's pregame is sponsored by Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter and Bill Sanchez, class of 1977, and younger brother Chris Sanchez, class of 1980. Proud Yogi's Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. Alongside fellow John Curtis Christian alums Robbie Utzer, Danny Wimpon, and Gordon Hebert, I'm Kevin Fayard. Tonight, we're at Pregame Stadium in City Park, New Orleans, Louisiana, for the 2022 Catholic League opener between the John Curtis Christian Patriots and the Jesuit Blue Jays. The Patriots enter tonight's ballgame with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss on the season, while the Blue Jays have a record of 1 win, 2 losses. Last week, the Patriots beat Oak Grove, Mississippi, out of Hattiesburg by the score of 28-23. The Blue Jays last week lost to Lafayette Christian by the score of 28-25. Danny, the last week in Hattiesburg, the Patriots won a thriller, and it's probably the first time in a few years that the Patriots won a tight game in the final seconds. And that win has to have built some confidence for the Patriots coming into tonight's ball game, because last year the Patriots lost 2 very close games to Jesuit in the last minutes. Got to build the confidence, and hopefully we can build a momentum tonight.
Well, I think it certainly did, Kevin. I think there's no two ways about it. Coming out of a game like that, I think it's a character building game. Fighting tooth and nail to the very end. Whose offense is going to sustain drives and whose defense is going to make the stop. And at the end, our defense made the stop. So I think going to a facility like that was last week and playing a great team. One of Louisiana's best against one of Mississippi's best, and to come out victorious in the end, I think it's, just like we said, could show a lot of maturity by our young kids and some of our leadership by our older guys. So it was good to get in and out of there with a W, and that just leads into tonight against a team that, quite frankly, over the last few years has had our number a little bit. We've had some fantastic contests against them, and Coach Ryan Manali is going to coach these guys up, and they're going to know exactly what we do, and we're going to know exactly what they do, and the same thing goes. You got to take control of the football. You got to play well on special teams. We got not a new quarterback, but a quarterback that is now the starter for the entire game tonight after Dagan's out this week. So you got to take care of the football, like I mentioned. But who's going to be better conditioned in the fourth quarter, and who's going to throw those punches for harder, the longer. So it's an exciting matchup for us tonight. Awesome place to play here at Tag Gormley on a Friday night. Not as hot as it could be, but it's still not cool yet. And that cooler weather's coming next week, they said, but I know these kids are all hydrated up and ready to rock and roll.
Well, we're in the press box compared to last week, so it's definitely cool for us. Now that it's humid, and the sun is starting to set on the western sky here in South Louisiana. Again, we want to thank Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter and Bill and Chris Sanchez. Thank you for all that you have done for Fighting Patriot Football through the years, and what you continue to do. They're the first sponsors back in 2013 and kind of led the way, so no surprise there, being the road grinders that they were as offensive linemen for the Patriots. So thank you guys for all your support. The Patriots lead the all-time series versus the Blue Jays, 8 wins to 3. Last meeting between the two were in the quarterfinals right here at Ted Gormley, where unfortunately the Patriots lost 14-13. If you remember, in the closing seconds, scored a touchdown and went to kick what appeared to be the tying PAT to possibly send the game in overtime, and Jesuit was able to block it and secure the victory by 1 point. But then we lost, at homecoming at West Jeff last year. So, Danny, it's a historic night in a way. should the Blue Jays be victorious, it'll be the third consecutive win over the Patriots. We've been playing football for 59 years, and Coach JT is in his 54th year coaching the Patriots, and nobody has beaten the Patriots 3 consecutive times. But it could happen tonight if the Blue Jays are victorious.
Well, I'm not having that.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm just letting you know the history could be made.
Yep.
So it's up to the boys to handle that. With the victory last week in Hattiesburg, Coach JT's record is now 605, 76 and 6. The magic number is now 16 to tie at 621. 17 more wins to be the all-time winningest coach in the sport of football, no matter the level. And keeping our fingers crossed, burning some candles, hope that God, it's a part of his plan that Coach JT can, coach that long enough to get those wins. Because, I know I told her this personally at a church service, last year that, I know it doesn't mean a big thing to you, but for everybody who's ever played for you, we want you to have that record for us.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Not only us, but the entire faculty and school,
sure,
the family, all the people that have played before the guys now. The Ghost of the Patriots past, we look forward to the opportunity to say, you know what, not only do we know that he is the best coach ever, but, the wins to prove it.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, if you guys are watching this and listen to us on the live broadcast, feel free to interact with Danny and I. You can ask a question, make a comment. We don't have caller ID, so if you don't mind, put your name and location. We'll give you a shout-out. That number to send a text is 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. And then, as always, Jeff Bonet, always the first one. Thank you, Jeff, your support and patronage of our broadcast. He's in Ponchatoula, says beat the Jays. We appreciate you. And, of course, if you guys are listening, I know I got text messages well after the ball game last week. Hey, man, we sent y'all quite a few text messages, but there was I didn't realize, talking to Robbie tonight, that the text message was full. Though the bank was full. We didn't delete the previous weeks. So I guess at the mid-second quarter, though y'all were sending text messages, we weren't getting them. So we cleared the cookies, per se, or the cache, if you will, and then send as many text messages as you want. Interact with us. We would love to field any questions or, make comments with you. And that's been kind of fun. We introduced that in 2013 and definitely has enhanced the broadcast, get to interact with the fans during the live broadcast. So
100%.
to do that.
Send Kevin the text because my phone's running low. So check him out. Let him know what you guys think and keep it interactive, and we'll give you a shout out as well.
Absolutely.
Kevin, we finally were able to walk in with the team. A little bit, I guess, what was it, 2 years ago maybe, 3 years ago?
Well, it's 16 actually at the Zephyr Stadium.
Yeah, time flies.
But COVID prevented it from doing it, so we brought it back to Patriot Walk.
Got the Patriot Walk going again tonight with all the fans coming out to the tailgate. Want to give a special thanks to Chris's Fishing Charters and, of course, Mike Weibel and Frank Massico and those guys getting out there early and cooking.
Hot slide was good.
Yeah, it was very good. Cooking some tasty things for everybody to come out and enjoy the refreshments and the food before the game, and the tailgating experience kind of just adds to it. And then everybody lines up, and they call it the Patriot Walk, where the football team walks right through us. And I tell you what, we got some big boys this year, Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a whole, probably not huge, but some of our starters, that's some big boys that we were walking behind. So it's not, they pass the eye test when you get off the bus. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it's good to be back out here in Tagloomy Stadium. Never disappoints. They don't really keep it very clean, but it's a nice place to play. Let's say that.
Toss it down to coach and the boys behind the run through.
Hey, now look, back. Let's be physical. Be alert to the onside kick right off the back. We understand that front line. Let's go put it to them. Let's go.
And here come your Fighting Patriots of John Curtis Christian School. Patriots occupying the east sideline, wearing the white helmets, white jerseys, and white pants. Also taking the field is the Jesuit Blue Jays, wearing their white helmets, blue jerseys, and white pants. Give a shout out to the Fobachers watching us in Harahan. They say go Patriots. We appreciate you guys while checking in as well. And we're just a few moments away from the coin toss and then the kickoff. Danny,
hey, there's too many Fobachers. We got to know which Fobacher that is, all right?
I think it's Chad and his family.
Chad? Hey, Chad, I appreciate it. Coach Kreitzer told me that he said, hey, you coming to the game tonight? He said, you know what? We're staying home because we want to listen to that broadcast. I like that, baby.
The first time we've had a nice schedule in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
The pre-district schedule, Central Lafourche, then Zachary, and then Oak Grove has definitely got to prepare us for this Catholic League gauntlet we're about to run through starting tonight. So do have a few little minor injuries. A couple starters aren't playing tonight. Brooks, the tight end, he's going to be out for at least I think a couple weeks, his dad was telling me. And then unfortunately Bruno might be out for a little bit extended time with a little foot injury. So
Next man up.
I was about to say, next man up, That's
And
why-
look, we talked about a little bit of the quarterback situation over the last few weeks. I've never been a fan of the two quarterback system. I just, being a quarterback myself, I guess, I just grew up not liking it. Obviously, unless those guys give you a totally different look that we were speaking of. But thank goodness that we were doing it, because now Jordan has some game experience to match it, to where now all of a sudden he could step up and have some experience to play in this ball game tonight. Jordan Smith, if you don't know, he's a senior quarterback, 6 foot, 180 pounds. Has gotten so much better over the last year or two. And so, matching the experience that we talked about, being able to have some real game experience last year and this year is going to pay huge dividends for him tonight coming into this ball game. So I'm excited for him, see what he can do for a full 4 quarters.
Absolutely. That's why I don't bet, Danny. I was wrong. It's Doc checking in.
What's up, Dr. D?
It's
That's my man.
Gabby, Bubby, and Nicole. Thank you guys for listening.
Gabby, Bubby, and Nicole.
Yeah. And Leah from River says, go Patriots. Luke Bourgeois checking in as well. Appreciate you guys.
What's up, Luke?
So we appreciate all y'all's support. Again, send a text message to 504-259-7690. And we'll pause for the playing of the national anthem. Welcome back to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. That was the national anthem played by the Jesuit Blue Jay Marching Band. A couple more shout-outs to John Bordelon and St. Rose. Reggie Bergeron wants to give a shout-out to the 6th grade Patriots. We got the big win yesterday. And good luck to his brother in his first amateur fight tomorrow in Houma. Go Patriots. We appreciate you guys checking in. Joe Fagan tuning in from Israel. Wow. He got the long-distance award so far this year. Hope to be here in person next week. Can't wait. I'll tell you what, Joe, if you do, it's at Tulane next Friday night against Holy Cross. We'd love to meet you. And tell us about the trip to Israel. That's impressive. That
That's
here he
cool.
is. Here we are. They got to be, at least 7 hours ahead of us?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I would think so.
6 with Britain 6, so I guess maybe say 7, 8 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, at least.
So it's got to be early Saturday morning on the broadcast film. So thanks for staying up late and watching the Patriots. That's awesome. The captains are on the field doing the coin toss. The Patriots in all white. They'll call it first.
Captains for us, Kevin, that is number 34.
Aaron Johnson.
Number 71.
That's going to be Andrew Martinez.
And number 5.
Austin Ackle.
Yep.
And it looks like the Patriots will get the ball to start the ball game, so we'll receive going right to left. And one good thing, Danny, after 3 years of playing against Mr. LaRiviere, good quarterback for the Blue Jays, he graduated, so we have to deal with him. But Bo Perez is a very capable quarterback for the Blue Jays, so the defense will definitely have to be on their toes tonight. Of course, Jerry Savan listened to us. We appreciate them. Appreciate you, boys. Let's see. Yeah, Jerry mentioned us. Salmon got us 3 times in a row. I know they got us in 94 and 95, but we got them in 01. We beat them in 93, so that was only 2 times. 2 times in a row.
Got a shout out from my boy Johnny Como. He said,
Yeah.
I got to catch you before your phone goes dead. There you go, Johnny. Got you, baby. And Brad Guthrie said we got to flip Jesuit streak tonight. My Blue Jay uncle's bragging rights. Go Patriots.
Yeah,
Watching
right.
from Plano.
And
Good
a
deal.
shout out for Jeb Bordelon watching. Appreciate you.
Jeff? Is that what you said?
Jeb.
Oh, Jeff. Okay. What's up, Jeff?
That's
That's the newest
that's
borderline.
Boo Boo. Boo Boo's
Yeah, that's right.
boy.
Yep. Good
All right,
deal.
Gabriel the far side. Back near side. We're gonna go 2 deep backs here. Number 7 is gonna kick it off. That's Corbello. He's a pretty good kicker. He actually won the game for him against Slidell in week 1.
Oh, no, he could boot it. Somebody
And
might have
he-
been offsides.
He kicked out the end zone. You know what? Now I'm thinking about it, Jerry is right.
What?
94, 95, and then we lost in the 2000 state championship. They kicked the field goal to win it. So actually, Jesuit would be the second team to do it. So Salmon was the first team with Coach Stubbs to beat us 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
the state championship game?
Yep.
They
Oh,
walked us off on a field goal.
I remember it well.
Yeah.
But I wasn't there for the 2000.
No.
That was the year after I graduated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're right.
That was a great game. Tristan Smith was the quarterback.
Yeah, he could run. He could run.
Yeah, that was wow. That was even though we lost, that was just a great high school football game.
It
Those who
was.
paid money got their
was.
money's worth. So
For
yeah,
sure.
you're right. I forgot about that. It's good. So Jesuit won't be the first team to do it.
There you go. Still got to stop it, though. Come on. Let's
You're
go.
right.
Looking for the big win.
All right, Corbello hammers it. Gabriel's going to field it at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Hit it. Hit it.
15, 20, 25, and let's call it the 26-yard
Yep,
line.
not
That's
bad,
what we'll take it
not
over
bad.
1st and 10. We're at 11:54 to start. And actually, they gave us an extra yard to the 27.
There you go.
We'll take it.
Not bad field position. Like I said last week, anytime you can get over the 20, that's a win for the offense.
Johnson and Gabriel, the halfbacks. Smith is quarterback, but go to the right. Hands it off to Johnson. Actually, he keeps it. He faked me out. He pulled it.
No, he gave it. He gave it to Gabriel.
No, he sure did. Okay, yeah, right, you're right.
That was Gabriel,
Gabriel.
I believe. Right up the middle. Good first down run right there.
Gabriel and, that's Proud.
Yep, good breathing room right here
We're up
for
in
the
the clouds
Patriots.
tonight.
Second down and about 3, I would guess.
Yeah, they marked it at the 34, so gain of 7. Double twin set, shotgun formation. This time Johnson will be the halfback. He'll line up to the left of Smith. Quick hitch pass far side.
Get upfield. Get upfield.
He might have the first down.
Yeah,
I
he
believe.
does. He
I
does.
think good.
Yeah, they're basically right even with us. Kevin and I are right at about the 40-yard line. They got the ball to about the 39 there. Sticks are moving. Good job. Kevin, I like coming out. Shotgun formation.
Yep.
Double twins each side. And then you know what? Softest coverage, shortest throw. They didn't walk out of the box up to the top of the field. Corner came down a little tight, but a good job of blocking up top. The receiver used some vision, cut back inside, and picked up a first down.
Yep. Twins near side split top of the field, go to one back set at the 39-yard line. First and 10 Patriots.
Two tights.
Hands it off to Johnson. He bounces it to the right and gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be second down 10. No gain. I'll give a shout out to my future fall alumnus, Don Abity, watching us in West Wego. Papu, thank you for checking in. We appreciate it.
What's up, Big Don?
We'll be celebrating his birthday this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 74. He's some time of mom and dad.
Oh, man, see, I was going to say about 50.
He looks 50. 10-13 and counting. We're in the first period. This is the opening drive. Second down 10. We'll go to the right. Quick handoff off the right guard. Probably gain of 2. Let's call it 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
Get to the 41-yard line.
I saw a former alum, Joe LeRae, over there. I guess he's doing something for that 9th and 10th grade team, helping them out. And talked to him a little bit before the game. Almost didn't recognize him.
All right, 3rd and long. Ball in that right hash mark. Smith's going back to pass. Pump fakes.
Got him.
Has the guy down the sideline, and it's caught.
Great job. God, he pushed him out of bounds, though, Kevin, right
Mitchell,
before.
He sure was, but he reestablished himself.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the DB can't collision you like that 20 yards down the field.
Yep.
I mean, he literally shoved him. Almost went out of bounds.
Yeah,
and
look,
then had
Coach
to
Heath
come
saying the
back
exact
in.
same thing. It was 11 yards. He was a yard past the first down marker when he got shoved out of bounds. That's what Coach JT saying. You can't do that.
I mean, just so you guys know, 5 yards is the collision point. So if you want to get up and jam somebody in the face, kind of ride them up the field a little bit, that's 5 yards, and then it's restricted. You can't go out there, and, of course, extended hands will show you every time.
But good news is the play's there.
He overcame it.
Hey, guys, they called it incomplete.
Yeah, thank you.
And no penalty. How about that? Wow.
All right, Larson, number 6, dangerous returner.
That's terrible.
He's going to stand around the Blue Jay 26-yard line. Alfonso to punt it. Yeah. He shaked it.
Bad punt. Get a
Barely
bounce.
crossed the 50, gets a bounce, and it's going to be out of bounds near the 36-yard line. Definitely not the punt that we wanted. So with 9:01 to go in the quarter, 1st and 10 Blue Jays. Go ahead, Danny.
Well, I'll just be the first one to say it's a terrible call, Kevin.
It was.
You know, if I can understand. Look, here's the thing: as a DB, you got to get into that guy's hip pocket and just kind of run him up the field. And you could, as you're running him up the field, you try to widen him to the sidelines. He was off. He bit on it, so he extended his hands and pushed right there. The official should have known that's illegal contact right there, and they should have thrown the flag. I guess he didn't see it, or who knows. But anyway, Patriots had the punt. Jesuit's going to get the ball 1st and 10.
Yep, they're going to put the ball at the 33-yard line on that far side hash mark. Split top of the field, trips near side. Perez will be the quarterback. He'll stay in the shotgun, and Duplessis will be the halfback to his right. Gordon, did they throw a flag on us?
Now, what are they doing here?
They marked it off 5 yards.
Well, we better get all up in these officials.
They say an illegal shift.
Illegal shift, okay.
On defense?
On what? Defense already before the ball snapped?
You can shift on defense. And that moves the ball to the the 38-yard line. Duplessis takes the handoff up the middle, and he's going to get just across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Call it gain of 3, second down 7. Same formation. Perez pump fakes, now he's going to keep it. And he's going to get near the 45-yard line. Yeah, that was a good job by the defense.
Who was that? Jason Curtis, I believe, or Mike? No, I think it was Mike Weibel actually. Went
It
in
was
there,
20, yep.
recognized it, just shot the gap, got in the backfield for those receivers, collisioned them. We talked about that last week. reading number 2, just going, shooting the gap, getting in there, and disrupting it. Quarterback had nowhere to go, and he had to try to knife forward. Actually did a good job of knifing forward, diving, picking up some positive yards, but a good job of Weibel getting in there and disrupting it.
Third down, let's call it a long 4. Twins left, twins right. Duplessis lines up to the left of Perez. They'll stay in the shotgun. Now they'll send a receiver motion to the top of the field. Perez looks far side, throws it. It's going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Here we go.
Danny, he was about a yard shy of the first down anyway. And look, that's a receiver. You got 4. You need at least run 5.
You need to run 5, exactly. It's a good coaching point for you young guys out there. If you have a 5-yard route and the first down is 5 yards, you have to go 6 yards and push it because that throw was a little behind him. He had to come back and fall. As you know, in high school, the ball's down. If your knee goes down or your body goes down, there's no rolling forward or anything like that after the catch like the NFL. So good job of the Patriots forcing a punting situation here on their first set of downs on defense.
All right, number 45 will be the punter for the Blue Jays.
He was, I don't know if it was him. Somebody was bombing before the game, Kevin.
Yeah,
I think it was him.
Although with a rugby style, Prout going to let it roll. Wow, that's not good for us. Get in the end zone. Please get in the end zone. And it does.
Yep.
That's a touchback.
Yep. Touchback.
So we'll get to the 20-yard line. Woo, that was close. They got down in a hurry, but they carried it in the end zone. So with 7:43 to go in the quarter, the Patriots have it first and 10 at the 20.
Kevin, originally he was waving both arms in the air, and I thought he was going to say the ball was down on the 1, but you have to down the ball. You can't just touch it. It can't float into the end zone. I think maybe he saw it after that and then called the touchback. Whew, goodness for us. But originally in the pre-games, the punter wasn't doing rugby style. He was just straight booting
kicking, right?
Straight ahead, and he was kicking the heck out of it. But good rugby style punt right there as well. Patriots are going to have it first and 10 on the 20. You listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We got 7 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the first.
Twins right, ball's in the middle of the field. Smith is at quarterback. He'll go to the right. And no gain. Second down 10. They had 4 defensive linemen hit us right at the mesh point, but good job by us by not fumbling the ball.
Yep.
Second and 10.
I thought he actually pulled that one, Kevin.
He did. He got no gain.
Did he pull it? I thought
he pulled. Yeah, no. Two guys came off of him and hit the running back and pushed him back, but Smith kept it.
Okay.
So no gain. Second and 10. Prout and Gabriel, the halfbacks. We'll send Mitchell in motion across the formation. We'll come near side. Prout takes a handoff. Gain of 2, so we third down and 8.
Just keep doing it, Kevin. Counting. Keep coming off the ball, hitting these guys in the mouth. Sustain a drive like we talked about last week. Just, continue to move some time off of the clock and, pick up first downs here. Third and, 8?
Yeah. Johnson's going to be the right side halfback. Gabriel the near side. We'll have stacked twins top of the field. Ball's in the middle of the field. Smith back to pass. Looks right. Pump fakes. Throws it. And it's going to be, almost intercepted. But good job by Mitchell with breaking it up. And that'll be fourth down. We'll have to punt it.
Yeah, Kevin, it was one of those curl flat situations. Did a good job of reading it. Strong safety went out to the flat. And receiver did a good job of curling back inside. And I think the quarterback just threw it a little bit far outside. DB came back down instead of curling him back inside. Threw it a little bit too
Foley
too far outside, and he came down and broke it up.
All right, Alfonso's going to stand at the Patriots 6. Larson's going to stand back around midfield. Better punt. Fair caught at the 50. So with 6:14 to go in the quarter, it'll be first and 10 Blue Jays from the 50.
Kevin, if worse comes to worse, we just have to do something on offense to be able to flip the field position. Can't keep giving them the ball close to the 50-yard line on offensive possessions. So defense, once again, you got to come up big here, get us the ball back. Did a great job on the first set of downs for the defense. And, we're going to be calling some other names tonight as well. Kevin going to rotate guys in and out, do the same things that we always do, keep some constant depth in the game, some fresh legs. But we're going to see what the Blue Jays have here on offense on their second possession.
That defensive back, Nicholas Foley, that broke out the pass. I wonder if he's the grandson of Jesuit Blue Jay, Tulane, and Denver Bronco defensive back Steve Foley.
Good question.
Trips top of the field, ball in the middle of the field, split near side. Fakes a handoff, throws it far side. It's caught, and it'll be a short gain, maybe 2.
Better job from last week.
Yes.
Getting out there, like I said, playing the curl flat, getting out there, rallying to the football. They want to throw the ball and pick up 2 yards. Hey, let them do it. Rally to the football, make a tackle, and it's going to be the hydration break.
Yep, and that was Larson, who's number 6. He's their best receiver. So right at the 6-minute mark, official timeout on the field for the hydration break. It's the Patriots 0, the Blue Jays 0.
Kevin, for this first hydration break, I want to say thank you to our platinum sponsors. Of course, that's Nike, Just Do It, and Lingle Driving Academy, teaching our youth to drive safely and responsibly. That's Nike and Lingle Driving Academy. Look them up, check them out. Of course, everybody's going to be fresh with their Nikes on, but Lingle Driving Academy, appreciate you as our premier platinum sponsor. Now also, if you guys want to get involved with the broadcast sometimes, give Johnny Curtis a call at the office, 737-4621. We couldn't do this without your financial support. And, of course, we appreciate all of our listeners here on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
So, also, Danny, I want to reach out to shout out for another platinum sponsor, the Dot Group, real estate and the McInerney Residential. So thank you for your support of Fighting Patriot football as well. Again, if you watch us on the live broadcast, feel free to interact with Danny and I. 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. Just leave your name and your location. We'll give you a shout out. But definitely Joe Fagan, he gets the long distance text of the year so far. He's out in Israel.
Yeah, we've had them all over the world. You know, it's the World Wide Web, and we've had them in the Gulf, everywhere, and now Israel. I mean, it's been, a constant celebration every time we're able to talk to somebody that's far away to just, be able to hear us and be able to bring you guys to live action. So we appreciate that.
Perez hands it off to number 26, halfback, and he's going to have the first down and a few more yards.
Nice move.
Yep, nice little run off the right side. That is Reinhardt.
Good spin move in the middle of the field that made our free safety miss. Coming downhill, trying to make a hit, and did a good job of sticking his foot in the ground. Spin move, picking up a first down.
Yep, at the Patriot 37-yard line, 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Twins receivers near side. Get to Reinhardt again, comes around the right side. Gets it to the 35-yard line, gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
There you go, way to step up. Got a shout out from one of my boys, Andre Plaisance, former Jesuit Blue Jay. And appreciate you listening. He's got it pulled up on his big screen at home.
Hey, we give a shout out to the Cherriers watching us in St. Bernard. They're the grandparents of Reggie Bergeron, who graduated recently, and of course, current student Brock Bergeron. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, Brock and those guys, they played, I think they played the 6th grade yesterday against Holy Cross and won, so congratulations to them. Baylor played, they played 3rd and 4th grade the other day. They beat St. Charles Chargers 4th grade team, and then our 5th grade team played their 5th and 6th grade team, and we beat them as well. So good job by the younger kids buying in and understanding what we're trying to do and getting some victories early in the season. I know it feels good for them.
Yep. Blue Jays didn't like what they saw, so they called timeout. So 4:54 to go in the first period. There's no score, but timeout is charged to the Blue Jays. They'll have 2 remaining. So far, we've had 2 possessions, 2 punts. This is the Blue Jays' second possession. Your thoughts?
Well, early on, we talk about it all the time. It's just a chess match, trying to figure out what they're doing to certain motions and sets. I do like the fact that we had a different package in early in the game. We had a little shotgun, doubles formation, 2 tight ends, empty backfield. I like that sort of thing. We might be setting up something for later in the game. And Jesuit as well, trying to get out there and just figure things out on their offensive side. No mistakes thus far, no big mistakes, and both teams just trying to get into the mix of the game.
Perez fakes the handoff, looks far side, throws it deep down the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds. He overthrew his receiver.
That ball was 2 yards out of bounds. Yep. Not even close. We were deep there. Good job of staying deep, Kevin. If you remember last week, we did have miscommunication on the 3rd play of the game.
That's right.
It was busted, and they were able to get one of their biggest plays of the game there. And look, kids make mistakes, right? We see that every week. But you want to see the maturation of a season and each week get a little better and build on it and watch film and be able to understand what we're trying to do and philosophies and the coaches, communication, and just build on it and get better every week.
That was Callio on the coverage there. Empty set, 3 receivers left, 2 near side. Perez takes the pass from center, looks near side. Quarterback draw all the way, and we got him.
Go, yes, sir.
Loss of 2. Great job by the front 4.
Nice work.
But Danny, this might be too far for Cabello to kick a field goal and maybe too short to punt, so they probably go for it here. Because think about it, if you're at the 37-yard line and you would have punted, go to the end zone, you're only netting 17 yards, so might as well.
Yep.
I'd go for it.
Why not? I mean, like you said, it's just one of those tough parts of the field, and you got to have a great kicker in high school if you think you're going to be kicking field goals from here.
They're going to run the punter out, maybe cough in the corner, but why not? I mean, if it goes to the end zone, it's only a net of 17.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Sometimes those 17 count, especially with the way the defense
I'm
has
with
been
you.
playing.
I'd gamble a little bit. I'd go for it.
Well, I like where your head's at.
All right, this is going to go way down the field, and he got it at the 3.
I guess that's why.
That's why he's on the field. I'm up in the booth.
All right, 45. Well, we saw him, like we said before the game.
He was a nice kick.
And he was punting the heck out of the ball on that one. He actually took a little bit off, but he had a little sideways bounce on it.
Yeah.
And as soon as it hit, it kind of just bounced to the side and hung up there. And Blue Jays did a good job of covering, getting it down there. They're going to have it on the 3-yard line, so they pinned him deep.
He knows his punter better than I do. That's okay. Hey, 97 yards. We've done it before.
100%. But as a punter, you have to have confidence in your guys to be able to protect
Cover.
and get down there and cover as well.
Yep.
And they did just that. So good job by the Blue Jays.
Yep.
Patriots have to go 97 yards to score here.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to be in a tight formation.
Yep. 3:51 to go in the first quarter. Stacked Twins near side. Quarterback keeper, he has it right at the right guard. Good job. I was about to say, run it right there, and he did.
Too. Yep.
Probably checked off there, and that was the right call.
Good job right there, just recognizing it, giving yourself some breathing room. Kevin, anytime you can get 5 yards on a quarterback sneak, you'll take it all day.
Yep.
So good job of him of recognizing it, calling it on the line of scrimmage and going with it.
Danny, the hole was huge. They had a nose guard, but the tackle was more of a 5 technique. I mean, he left a big gap there, so he probably checked off and just ran it to the right, which he did, and got 5 yards.
Yep.
Gabriel, the right side halfback, Prout, the near side. Though he can run up the middle again if he wants to. Hides it, Smith. Going to throw it deep. Has it on the post and incomplete. I like the call.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Just got to fade it. There's no safety in the middle of the field right there, Kevin. Safety's coming down in run support. A few times they've been inverted. Safeties have been real low in the box.
Yep.
So that on that, the corner is high. And, over the top, you're going to have to bring him across the field, fade him away, or bring him away from the corner, throw that ball a little bit more fat away from the defender.
It was a one-man route, and Mitchell was the intended receiver. So it'll be 3rd down 5.
Was that Mitchell or?
Number 4.
Was it?
I mean, excuse me,
No,
Turner. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got 4 in my brain, but I'm thinking Turner. I said Mitchell.
And here's the thing, too. Turner's a big, tall kid, and he could jump.
Sure.
So give him an opportunity to go up and catch the ball no matter what happens.
Well, even if it was Mitchell, either or, they're both very capable.
Yeah, I like them both a lot. And that's Mitchell, I believe, at the top of the field, and then Turner inside.
Yep, Twins top of the field. Johnson's the right side halfback, Smith the near side.
Still got a matchup here with the safety down low. Here we go.
Smith back to pass, looks backside, screen.
We got it. We got it.
Has a
got
blocker.
Numbers. Got numbers.
He's a 20, 25, and
Good.
tackle will need a 28-yard line. He was 1 tackle away from taking it to the house.
Well, I like that call, Kevin.
I do too.
I love me some screen passes with those big bodies out front, being able to catch it and run.
But to your point in years past,
yeah,
for that play to work, you have to be throwing the ball, and we have.
Exactly.
That's what the 5th attempt probably this game. So
good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Because you got to be able to accept the rush. Those guys, I used to hate, and it would be 4th down and 12, and then all of a sudden we'd run the draw play, and we haven't thrown the ball all game. You're not fooling anybody. The linebackers are stepping up in the box and making the play.
Yep.
But that's just a safe way of calling it. But I really like the screen call right there.
1st and 10 from the 25, but the tackle moves, so we'll back us up. Now it'll be 1st and 15 from the 20. Hey, Terry Hilario Jr. He was a baseball teammate of mine my senior year, class of 91, checking in. He also went to Northwestern State a couple years after I did, and congrats to him and his dad, Terry Hilario Sr. They were inducted into Northwestern's Hall of Fame last year, so thank you for your support to the Big Purple up there in Natchitoches. He's a good little catcher for us. Back in the day, he won a championship with Johnny and those guys, and Randy Brown, and
there you go.
They were good. 1st and 15. We go Twins, top of the field. We'll come a little counter to Johnson. He's going to get hit, no gain. So 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, they had a bunch of blue shirts on that one, Kevin. Nobody else around, and got the counter. I don't really think we were able to kick out right there, give them any room, and they got up the field in our face.
You know, it's unfortunate. We get the screen, nice gain of 13, and then we move all sides. You know, that's happened to us in recent years. We get a little momentum and then like a unforced turn or a penalty.
In the foot.
Yeah.
Yep. But can still make it up here.
Oh,
Second,
sure he
15. Different formation as well.
Yep, stacked twins near side at the end of the line of scrimmage. We'll go to the right. Smith keeps it. Gain of, let's call it 3. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
If you remember last week, we had that that stacked twins look. Ran a little play action pass towards the end of the game, and we're able to hit a big one. And I'm sure I'm sure Jesuit has worked on that all week and seen that formation. But that's one of the things that we talked about. If the different things that you run, of course, they're going to have to practice it, and they're not going to be able to stay true to form, practicing the inside and outside option all week long. And then you can mix in some different looks.
Yep, ball in that right hash mark. Smith fakes in the line of scrimmage, looks backside, has a guy deep, and it's going to be, oh! Turner was intended receiver, and Danny just off his fingertips. Oh, if he could have somehow caught that in a stride, he'd have scored.
Well,
got a punt it now.
One more coaching tip, okay? And it's just what it's all about. Well, first thing is Turner, on that, you might have to lay out and just make a big catch for your team because it was probably about a foot, I would say, maybe a couple inches over his fingers. Sometimes you got to lay out and just make a catch. But biggest thing for the QB, when you got him wide open like that, the last thing you do is overthrow it.
Yeah.
Put the ball up in the air, give him an opportunity to, give him a 50-50 ball, even if he has to come back to it. He could see it. The DB can't. He could jump up and make a play, but don't overthrow a huge play.
Alfonso shanks another one.
The second shank right there, Kevin, by Alfonso.
And the ball's going to roll, still in Patriot territory, but to the 45-yard line. So this time the Blue Jays will take it over 5 yards closer to the end zone with 1:16 to go in the quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 Blue Jays from the Patriot 45. There's no score in the ball game.
You talk about it all the time. We just said it. You show these different looks, and all of a sudden you have your opportunity to make your plays. Right there we had it. We didn't take advantage of it. You got to be able to give your receiver the opportunity to make that catch. But the biggest thing is it happens throughout the whole ball game.
Right.
You'll see it in defense. You'll see it in special teams. Games like this, when you have your opportunities, you got to take advantage of them. You have to make the big play. Explosive plays are sometimes what wins games, and then, of course, forcing those explosive plays on defense and then, making interceptions, but, of course, limiting them on defense as well. You're going to do well.
Trips near side, Twins top of the field. Perez looks far side, throws it. Going to be caught. Short gain. Jason Curtis on the coverage, gain of 3.
Like I said, Kevin, better job by our DBs getting out there. As soon as they're catching the ball, we're forcing them out. We're making the tackle.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to a member of the Patriot quarterback fraternity. And you took a picture with him at a golf tournament a few years back. Rick Trusty.
Oh, there you go.
Senior on the 73 team.
70, yeah,
I tell you what,
say.
You want to talk about he was a very, very good quarterback. Rick, thanks for always, I know you listen to us. Appreciate you, but if we'd have had the veer offense, now he ran with the eye. If we'd had the veer offense, he'd have been dominant. Little quick pass near side to Larson, complete. And needs to be shoved out of bounds just shy of the 1st down.
Come up and support.
Yeah, maybe 3rd down and maybe a yard.
Kevin,
they may give it to him. Let's see.
If you're a DB,
they do.
You got to come downhill and want to hit people. You can't stay on your heels and say, oh, I think he's got it. You got to come up and support and go hit somebody.
They gave it to him. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Twins near side. Looks like Duplessis is going to be the running back. He'll stand behind Perez. Now he'll go to the left. They'll give it to Duplessis. He bounces it near side, gets it to the 30, and falls forward near the 26-yard line. So a big gain there. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Yeah, so go back to Trusty. They lost in the quarterfinals 16-13 to Notre Dame and Crowley in 73, but he had Frank Cabrera was the running back for them. Yeah,
Frank. There you go.
And I'll talk about that in a second. And that might be the last play. Let's see, 7 seconds. See if they get a snap off. 2 seconds, 1 second. And they do not. So at the 1 quarter of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 0, the Jesuit Blue Jays 0.
I think our guys thought maybe somebody jumped off sides, but it was just the end of the 1st quarter. So for that end of 1st quarter of action, I want to say thank you to Bob Euster Productions. Robbie up here in the booth, our all-star, always getting it done as our chief production engineer, so we appreciate his support and lugging the equipment up here each and every week. So if you have your next party or event or you want anything filmed or edited, give Bob User Productions a call at 738. Wait, what is it again?
I don't know.
I just
You tell
went
me.
blank. 1447, 738-1447. So we appreciate the opportunity for Robbie to be up here in the booth with us. Bob User Productions each and every week, all the time.
Yep. We'll flip the field. The Blue Jays will now be going right to left. Go back to trusting those guys. So I think after the fact, Coach JT realized maybe that team might have underachieved, so to speak. And that's one of the reasons why we don't have goals like win district championship, get in the playoffs, whatever.
Right, exactly.
He realized we probably could have, should have done more, and maybe
Yep.
could have won it. So the ultimate goal is to get and win the state championship, and that's what happened. But yeah, if Trusty running to Veer, yeah, we might have won the championship in '73.
Very capable,
I think
huh?
so. Yeah.
Yeah, we never talk about district champions at Curtis. We just, have to concentrate on getting to the ultimate goal, the state championship, winning that game, and I see the state championship or bust.
Yep. All right, we'll flip the field. Now the Blue Jays going right to left. This will be second down and long 2. Ball in the right hash mark. Duplessis lines up to the left of Perez. They'll stay in the shotgun. Duplessis takes it right up the middle, and he should have the first down right at the sticks. Maybe one more yard at the 23-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Blue Jays.
Yeah, Jesuit has not tried to push the ball down the field too much, Kevin. They went for the one deep one down there in the first quarter and threw it out of bounds. But, they've been throwing some quick passes out in the flat and things of that nature. But really, they're just running the ball right at us, sustaining the drive, taking some time off of the clock, and continuing to pick up first down. So we have to
on a tackle.
Get our big package in there and start stuffing the run.
Looks like they're in a run formation here. Duplessis will stay at the running back. He'll take the handoff, tries to bounce it right. He goes off his right tackle, maybe gain of 2, 2nd down 8.
That's the way to step up.
And if you remember when Coach McNally was at De La Salle in the early years of the broadcast, he would milk the play clock down to 2 or 3 seconds before he snap and shorten the game a little bit. He's kind of not necessarily that bad, but he is trying to shorten our possessions.
Yeah, if you have offenses that are explosive, you want to try to keep the ball away from them, just sustain drives, like you mentioned, take some time off of the clock. But the biggest thing for both teams is at this point in the game, you have to start getting some points. It's a 0-0 ball game here in the second quarter, so the biggest thing for the Blue Jays is they have to finish this drive with points, and we have to stop them from doing that.
Yeah, well, they give it to Reinhardt. He gets up the middle to the 20-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down. They need to get it to the Patriot 13, so 3rd and 7. They're in field goal range. Corbella can kick it from here.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm not sure how well Bo Perez runs the ball as a QB, but on a couple of times when he gives the ball on that little, looks like a zone read or something, he a few times he looks like he's got some room to work if he would pull the ball and get out front.
10:05 and counting. Twins near side. And they gave it to Reinhardt up the middle. Short gain to the 19. So probably only gain of 1. Be 4th down, let's call it 6.
And they might be satisfied with trying to kick it, get some points on the board like we mentioned, and here we go.
Yeah.
We got to go block it, Kevin.
No, this is definitely within Corbella's range.
100%.
They'll place it at the 26, so it'll be a 36-yard field goal officially. Larson to hold it.
Here we go, big play right here, Kevin.
Well, I hope we're not offsides on the bottom of the field. Snap, place, kick is up.
Oh, we were there.
And it is
crank
good.
down to the ball.
Oh, we almost had it. But with 9:08 to go in the half, the Blue Jays strike first. It's the Blue Jays 3, the Patriots 0.
But what are we doing jumping up in the air? We don't. Jeez and Pete's. I don't know what we're doing sometimes, Kevin. I know that that's not the way that we're teaching it. Remember your ABCs. Crank down to the ball. Go take it off of the tee, and that's a big block right there, and no points are scored. Anyway, Jesuits on top 3-0, 9:08 left here in the second quarter. And so they have a little bit of momentum here, and they're going to line up to kick off for the Patriots. Their kicker is well within range to kick it into the end zone. We were able to return the first one after a offsides penalty by them, and hopefully we can set up a nice return if we have the opportunity once again.
Hey, we give a shout out to the volleyball team. They're up in Ruston for a little tournament. They're watching.
yeah.
We appreciate you, and good luck, ladies.
Let's go, girls.
Yep. Of course, if y'all want to interact with Danny and I on the live broadcast, feel free. 504-259-7690 is the number to text. Corbello to kick it off. And he kicks it deep, and now it'll be in the end zone, so the Patriots will take it over at the 20.
My mom said she just got home. They're listening to us live. Appreciate that. Rodney Guggenheim checks in. And Reagan Fahlbacher as well. Oh, yeah. She must have texted you, huh? Won both games today, they said.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. Fantastic, girls. Way to work. And I tell you what, Kevin, I'll be honest with you, our girls' sports have been fantastic over the last few years and just continue to be dominant in the state in various sports. And we're super, super proud of the direction that they're moving in.
Draw play. Gabriel gets it. Breaks a few tackles, comes near side. He's at 30, has the first down, and they're going to tackle him near the 33. Let's see where they mark it. That's a nice run there.
Beautiful. And you called the draw after you've probably thrown the ball 6 to 7 times in the game, and that's a great call. Gabriel makes a guy miss in the hole. Good job by him. Somebody looked like they had him dead as soon as he got the ball. Boop, boop. A little shifty work there in the hole. Got us a first down. Great second effort by him.
Gain of 13. Ball in the near Harris mark. Quarterback keeper. Smith crosses the 35. And they're going to mark him at the 30.
Why
Just
not?
shot at 37.
Get those big boys out front.
Get a game of 4.
You got Monajan. You got Andrew Martinez. You have Dalfreeds. You got Godfrey. You have Orion. All these big boys just pushing up in the front. Nice job. They keep giving us quarterback sneaks for 4 and 5 yards throughout the game. Quarterback should continue to keep them.
Gain of 4 to the 37. Second down, 6. Ball near Harris mark. Under 8 minutes to go in the half. Smith comes near side. He's going to keep it. Has the first down and more. Crosses the 50, and he's tackled at the 47, 48-yard line. Let's see what they spotted, but that's a nice run there by Smith.
Yep, nice duck step right there. Keeping the ball on the inside, seeing the end crash down hard. And
48.
48.
Yeah, the tackle, pull read, and then able to get down inside of the end on a nice duck step. Kevin, I still think if we wanted to, we still have the post to the top of the field.
I agree.
With that safety inverted, trying to get involved in the run game. Both of these guys, they almost look like they're in a cover 2 shell. I think they're in more quarters coverage, and then we go motion. They kind of swing down to cover 3 front side like they're going to do here.
Yep, we'll send the near side back in motion. We'll hand it to the left side back over to center, and he's going to gain 3 to the 45. Second down, 7.
But I do believe that we still have some options. And the biggest thing for us, Kevin, is this year I really do think we have some good receivers, Mitchell and, of course, Turner. And also tonight we have Samaja McClendon hopefully playing in the game a little bit. And then they were even talking about my boy Josh Eames getting into the game, our all-star catcher for Curtis, being able to do some things at receiver as well. So appreciate all those guys working
Smith
hard.
hands it to Johnson, and Johnson ran hard off the left tackle. He gets to the 40-yard line. Gain of 5. This will be third down and short. And I believe, Danny, this will probably, if we don't convert, it'll be a full 4-down territory here with 6:36 to go in the half.
Well, conversely for us, just like them, Kevin, we want to be able to finish off with points here as well. Definitely 4-down territory right here, and I believe that we're going to get it. It's third and very manageable, probably a long 2.
Yep.
It's definitely
Let's call it
something
3.
that we can pick up here. So you got to come off the ball, talk to those offensive linemen, get them moving.
2 tight split to the left. Will come near side. Actually, Smith keeps it. Hits the first down. He's to the 35-yard line. Ball fumble, but he'd already hit the ground.
Don't do that.
He already hit the ground. It's first down.
All right. I wasn't sure if he tried to reach out and maybe pitch it. The pitch was there, Kevin, but
no, he was down.
When it's late like that, you don't want to do anything crazy. Yeah, it was definitely down. The ball just kind of hit the ground and caused the fumble right there. So good job again of him seeing it, Kevin, and getting it out front and picking up a nice first down when we needed it.
Yep. 6 minutes to go in the half. It's the official hydration break. Timeout on the field is the Blue Jays 3, the Patriots 0.
Kevin, for that for this hydration break, I want to say thank you to our family's company, River Parish Disposal. For about 40 years now, we've been picking up your commercial garbage in the greater New Orleans area. Give me a call at the office, Danny Wimprine, 738-7700. You can visit the website at www.bizstinks.com. Like we've always said, Our business stinks, but it's picking up. And the constant coaching on the field, Kevin, is what I like to see. The hydration break, managers are down there, trainers down there getting us some water, but there's a huge huddle. Coaches are constantly talking to them. What do we see? What's the position? What is the alignment? What are you guys feeling? Open communication with the quarterback about maybe a couple plays that we can run and what the options are, and then you're in total attack mode when you come off of this timeout.
All right, 1st and 10 Patriots at the Blue Jay 35-yard line. 6 minutes to go in the half. They're going to place the ball at the near hash mark. It's like Smith and Johnson will be the halfbacks. We'll go twins to the top of the field, which is the left of the formation. We'll come near side. Johnson takes a handoff. He's fighting hard. He's going to get it to the 33, gain of 2.
We'd like to see Johnson in the game a little bit more, Kevin. We talked about he's a big, strong runner.
Yeah.
But he's just got to get himself in a position to, get in those coaches' faces on the sideline and understand the coach, give me the ball. I want the ball. As a senior running back, Aaron Johnson, 6'1", 200 pounds, the big back coming downhill. Got to give him some opportunities when they're there.
Well, he and Proud the halfbacks. We go twins to the left. We'll option to the left. Prout takes the pitch, has the block. Good job by Johnson.
Yep.
Turns the corner.
There you go,
Prout. Foot race. He's going to score.
Yes, sir. Nice work.
Great block by the receiver, and Johnson allowed Prout to hit the sideline, and Danny, he just planted his foot and took it to the house from 32 yards out.
Yeah, Prout, very explosive. And again, Kevin, I love Johnson coming around and being the blocker, the front side blocker on that, the point of contact right there with the DB. Johnson is basically giving him the business, or the linebacker. I'm not sure which one it was, but Prout saw it, got outside of it. Nobody kept contained. Prout used some speed, got it to the end zone. Great work on that. Great conversion for the Patriots.
All right, the all-important PAT here. Snap, plays, kick is up. And it's good. So with 5:16 to go in the half, it's now the Patriots 7, the Blue Jays 3.
Great job, Kevin, on that scoring drive. I want to say thank you to our gold sponsors. We've got a bunch of them. That's ABC Fire and Burger Alarm, Alternative Teas, National Temperature Control, Cajun Land Spices, Alario Brothers Marine, Chris's Fishing Charters, Bartholomew Law Offices, Garden of Memories Funeral Home, Proud Yogi's Bear, Walter and Bill Sanchez, and of course Chris, Bobby Seafood, and Hot Rods Creole Seasoning. I want to say thanks once again to Chris's Fishing Charters for cooking that wonderful pastelaya before tonight's ball game at the Patriot Nation Men's Club tailgate.
Danny, the Blue Jays got on the board first with that field goal, and on the ensuing drive, the Patriots go 80 yards on 7 plays, taking 3:44 off the clock. Proud with a 32-yard touchdown run, and Alfonso added the PAT, and that puts the Patriots up 7-3 with 5:16 to go here in the first half. But now we got to kick off, and we know how much of an adventure that's been in recent years.
Yep.
And recent weeks, actually. Reinhardt and Foley are deep for the Blue Jays. Reinhardt near side, Foley top of the field. Alfonso kicking off left to right. A little short kick near side and out of bounds. So the Blue Jays will take it over to 35, and honestly, I'm good with that.
Yep, me too, Kev. Nothing wrong with that. Let's go ahead and play some defense. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't love it because, you want to start them at the 20 or inside the 20 every time, but, we'll work with it, and the defense come back out. And, unfortunately for us, this is actually not great field position like we've been giving them all night.
Yep.
Because we have been.
Well, if there's any Patriots from 75 through 87, you know what I'm about to say. Coach Gass was our special teams coach. If we weren't making tackles on board.
Yeah. He'd be lighting you up, huh?
Oh, my goodness.
That was the good old days, right?
The fire that would come out of that man is incredible. All right, 1st and 10 Blue Jays. Twins top of the field. They get a little stack formation near side. Duplessis will be the running back to the right. Let's see what kind of funky formation they do, because Manali would do some goofy trick plays. They hand it off to Duplessis, breaks a couple tackles behind the line of scrimmage, gain of 2, second down 8. Hey, Michael Babels checking in from Covington. Appreciate you, Michael.
What's up, Mike?
Miss seeing him on a regular basis.
Yeah,
Let's go
well,
Patriots.
get your butt back over here, Mike.
Yeah, it's just a bridge. Get over it.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Mr. Wimpron will pay. Well, actually, Mr. Robbie Usel, he'll pay the toll for you.
Oh, yeah, 100%. He got that money, though.
.440 and counting in the second quarter. They'll keep the ball near hash mark. Perez takes the pass from center, looks far side, pump fakes. He's going to go deep. And it's going to be out of bounds.
Threw it out of bounds again.
Yep.
And that's their second opportunity. You know, the one thing that I'll say is they had a one-on-one matchup and they took it. Bad throw by the quarterback, just throws it out of bounds once again. But those are the two shots that they've tried to take downfield, and they were unsuccessful on both.
Yeah, that's Larson. He's their top receiver. So, unfortunately for them, good for us, that they're 0 for 2 trying to hit him on the home run ball.
Well, you remember how good their quarterback was last year.
Yeah, LaRiviere.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite Catholic League quarterbacks that I've seen in a long time. Just very strong kid, big kid, tall kid, could try to run you over every time he ran. I think he was the national champion javelin thrower.
He was impressive.
Could chunk the heck out of it.
Double twins. Perez steps up in the pocket, comes near side.
Go get him.
He's going to run it, and Horn's going to run him down.
Yep.
But he's going to get near the 40-yard line, so it should be third down, and let's call it 5.
Kevin, good job of Horn dropping in his little middle hook area right there and then seeing the quarterback take off and then just chasing him down. Talk about track.
Yep.
Horn is the state champion 100-meter hurdles
110-meter hurdle.
110-meter hurdle champion, so we know that he could run as well. And that's the way that the linebackers have progressed to. Some smaller guys that can just run sideline to sideline, and Horn's no different. He's done a great job this year for us.
Actually, it's fourth down, so I missed it down. Hey, he committed to UL Lafayette.
Yeah, congratulations to him.
I think it's going to be a dual sport, football and track.
That's
For
great.
the Cajuns. Little rugby-style kick.
Go get it.
Ball's going to hit and be
little
down around
get away.
the 30-yard line.
A little bounce back for us.
Yep, so with 3:24 to go in the half, it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots at the 30-yard line. Well, Jesuit gets the ball to start the second half, so we might as well just take it down the distance of the field here and put 6 more on the board.
Yep, got to do it, Kevin.
Shout out from Miss Betty and Mr. Vernon Walker. They're the president of the Patriot Fan Club out in Phoenix.
There you
Appreciate you guys. Talking about some loyal listeners.
Yeah, 100%.
Super nice folks. Got a chance to meet them at the 2017 pep rally for the state championship.
That's right.
Enjoyed visiting with them. Twins near side. They keep the ball on that left hash mark. Will come near side. Hands it off. That's going to be, I believe that's Prout. Let me see. No, Gabriel on the handoff.
Gabriel.
Nice run there. And he got right at 10 yards. First down.
Good job right there. Clock continuing to run after the first down. Markers move. 3:10 and counting here left in the second quarter. 7-3 Patriots on top. You listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Johnson and Smith are the halfbacks. We'll go Twins near side. Johnson near side halfback. Smith is the top of the field halfback. We'll come option near side. Smith's going to keep it. Gain of 2 to the 42.
Looked like somebody got him from behind after the ball after it hit the ground again. He fumbled, but of course the ground caused the fumble once again. But it looked like somebody caught him from the backside. Kevin did a good job of ducking inside the linebacker. Oh no, the linebacker fell back in on him and just made kind of a shoestring tackle right there.
Lojadis, number 1.
Yep. Yeah, Lojadis, I believe he's a senior now, Kevin.
He is.
He is 6'1", 218 pounds. Good-looking kid.
Second 8 Twins near side. Ball's in the middle of the field. Smith, quick pass.
Now go.
To Turner. And he's going to be rustled at the 48-yard line. I'd like to see him hit it up the field a little bit harder.
Yeah, just get it up there and.
But it's 3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, don't avoid collision like you mentioned, Kevin. Go knife forward and try to fight for those extra 2 yards, and that might be 3rd and 3.
Yeah,
but like
Ryan
you
Estes
said,
and the gang listen to us.
Up,
Appreciate
Ryan?
you guys.
Big captain.
Let's call it 3rd and 3 now. They move the ball back to the 47. Twins, 2 tight ends split top of the field. We'll go quarterback sneak. And I don't know. I think we'll be shy by a yard. I don't think he got it.
Short by a yard.
Yeah.
Gordon, what's the mood on the sideline down there, buddy?
Okay.
Come back.
Mike's working.
Mike's working. All right.
Yeah, and they're going against big number 77, Spencer Lanozga. He's
We're going to go for it, Danny.
River
4th
Ridge
and 1.
boy, 6'2", 325 pounds. He's a wrestler also. Big sucker. I've been watching him since he was young. He's a heck of a player.
All right, Johnson and Prado, the halfbacks. 2 tight, split, top of the field. We got quarterback sneak to the right if we want it. And I believe Jesuit calls timeout. They do. So 1:24 to go in a half. Timeout charge to the Blue Jays, but it's the Patriots 7, the Blue Jays 3.
Good game thus far, Kevin. Just going back and forth, back and forth. We just got to get tough up there knowing that it's 4th and 1. Come off of that ball, run behind these big boys. Like I said, this year we got some size in the offensive line, have some experience as well. So pick your poison. This is one of the opportunities where you put it in your quarterback's hands and you say, you know what, call the play where you'd like. And, look at their alignment, look at where everybody is and the angles and, what would you like the best. So, everybody's stacked inside, running outside. Everybody's, just evenly distributed. Maybe it's time for a quarterback sneak or a base play or something like that. But got to get to it. 4th and 1. Let's see who wants it more. And a good-looking crowd out here tonight, Kevin. I'm actually a little disappointed Jesuit doesn't bring more people to these games. This is, an opportunity for them to come out here on a beautiful Friday night to watch them play. I don't know if it's because they're playing us or, it's not a typical Catholic League rivalry. But, if they were playing Rummel or Brother Martin, I guarantee you they'd have a lot more people in the stands. But who knows?
That's all right.
But Curtis people showed up. Appreciate that.
All right, 4th and 1 from the Patriot 49-yard line. 2 tights, split top of the field.
This guy's way offside to the
Yeah, he
bottom
sure
of the
is.
field. Goodness gracious.
How didn't I call it? He lined up in a neutral zone, but Johnson's going to take it. He's getting to the 40-yard line. The Blue Jay was lined up almost on our side of the ball, and they don't call it.
How do they not call it?
We got Ray Charles here on the sideline.
Kevin,
Goodness gracious.
He's over the ball. No, whatever.
Yeah, well, we know
First
where
down,
he went.
let's go.
1:15 to go. Whatever.
Yeah, I guarantee our coaches were in their ear on that one.
Got it to the 40-yard line. Quick pass near side, incomplete.
Nah, corner's not moving to the bottom of the field here.
But nice run there by Johnson. Nice hard run. It was a gain of 11.
Good job right there by, what is that, number 23, Nicholas Foley, DB. Just reading the quarterback size.
Fashion was the intended receiver, 88.
Yep. Just reading the quarterback and getting out there and seeing the 3-step drop and breaking up on it.
1:03 to go in the half. Patriots need to take advantage of this. Got to put points on the board. Twins top of the field. Johnson and Gabriel the halfbacks. Draw play near side. Gabriel has a sideline.
Go.
He's to the 35-30, 25-20. He's to the 15-10.
Now run him over
He's to the
and
5.
finish it. There
It's
you
gonna be
go.
First and goal inside the 10. Great job there by Gabriel with 52 seconds to go in the half.
They called him out.
Oh, come on, Smith.
They called him out on the 6, Kevin.
The 6.
I thought that was
6-yard line, all right.
I thought he was inside the 5 for sure.
His foot stepped out.
His foot stepped out. Okay.
Yeah, we don't need that horn blowing there and
But
get a
Kevin,
penalty here. Come on now.
We
I'm going
got,
to tell you, they have it out here.
Yeah, well, go tell them to stop blowing it.
I'll tell them whatever you want.
Tell them to stop blowing it.
the
52 seconds to go in the half.
Kevin, you got to be able to. Well, I hate to say, but it
That was a nice run there by Gabriel.
nice run of getting out front. But I want to try to see them finish one of these guys, cut back into him, and just blow him up at the end of the run and really, really finish it.
2 tights. We go quarterback sneaker. Ooh. Gain of 2.
Slam down pretty hard.
Yeah,
Big
Lojadis
boy
hit
up
him.
in the middle.
No, it wasn't Lojadis. Hang on. That was
No, I think it was. Lojadis in the middle.
number 9. No, it was number
1.
9.
Okay.
9.
Otan. Tyler Otan. He got hit pretty good. Got to the 4-yard line, so it'll be second down and goal. But Patriots call timeout. That'll be their first charge timeout of the half. 36 seconds to go in the half. Patriots 7, Blue Jays 3.
Whew, good matchup so far, Kevin. You're right where you want to be with 36 seconds left here in the first half. Patriots on top 7-3. It's been a hard-fought ball game, back and forth. Not a lot of offensive, explosive power from either team thus far. But like I said before, a lot of times you're figuring it out in the first half. How are they lining up? Where are they situated? Where are they aligned? And, this game is all about alignment, inches, and angles. It's basically math. Where do you have numbers in the box, out the box? Where can you take advantage of their numbers? So, You know, I always like to say when you go to halftime, you open up the line of communication, you get on the board, and you start to understand where you could really take advantage of some opportunities on offense. Defensively, we've stepped up in certain situations and played pretty well. So they only have 3 points in the game. We have 7, and hopefully we're going to look for a little bit more here.
Yep, hey, we give a shout out to Luke Sharperte watching us from Fayetteville, Arkansas tonight. Of course, Caleb Scheckschneider out there in Stark, Afghanistan. 36 seconds to go in the half. 2 tight split top of the field. We've got 2 timeouts left. Johnson and Pride of the halfbacks will come to your side. Looks like he might have kept it.
Oh, Kevin, I got a shout out from my boy, Roy Mercado.
Hey.
He and Miss Beverly are listening to us for the first time. They said y'all sound great. Roy's
Nice.
With All-Star Premier Homes. Does a great job in class of 1982. Roy, appreciate you guys listening.
All right, we get it down to, let's call the 2-yard line. And the Patriots called the second timeout with 20 seconds to go. So this is definitely 4-down territory here.
100%.
So with 20 seconds to go in the half, timeout charge to the Patriots. The Patriots 7, Blue Jays 3.
Wes and Joette Carr said they're listening to us in, live in Metairie. They're in the pool. Well, I tell you what, y'all got a nice spot right here. And again, guys, want to say good job by all of you guys that are sponsors for us. We appreciate the opportunity to do this for you and bring this live action for you. Tag Gormley's, historically been a beautiful place to play on a Friday night Catholic League matchup. I mean, this is exactly where you want to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. The only thing that would be a little better is what we talk about every week is if that October weather would hit us pretty soon.
Might be
I tell
next
you,
week,
it was a little stifling for some fall weather over the last week. 2 weeks ago, I tell you what, I thought it was going to get real nice, and all of a sudden that heat came back.
This drive started with 3:24 to go in the half. It's 20 seconds to go. 3rd and goal from the 2. 2 tight split, top of the field. Will come near side. Johnson. And looks like quarterback keeper. Touchdown!
Yes, sir!
Attaboy. Johnson with the 2-yard touchdown run with 16 seconds to go in the half. And that's what the Patriots needed.
Nice. Good job by them finishing it off. Perfect job of gaining the momentum right before half. That's exactly what you want. And then we're going to finish it off here with this muddle huddle. And I'll call them over to finish the extra point. So hopefully we're going in 14-3 at half, gaining the momentum with the offense. Great job of sustaining the drive and taking the time off of the clock, Kevin. We've talked about our offensive line, how they're big, strong, physical, and they're able to match the physicality of the Catholic League defensive line. We've seen it over how long we've been in the Catholic League?
Since 15.
Yeah. So we always see a dominant offensive line. Sometimes their athletes don't necessarily match up with us, but physically wise, on the front line, the offensive line, the defensive line, they usually have some big kids. But for us this year, we're able to sustain some drives with those offensive line coming downhill, putting a hat on a hat and moving the chains.
Well, credit Yogi's Bears up front. Like you just said, they just mashed the Blue Jays in the face for 9 plays, 70 yards in distance, 3:08 off the clock. Johnson with a 2-yard touchdown run. Alfonso added a PAT, and that puts the Patriots up 14-3 with 16 seconds to go in the half. And honestly, Danny, we haven't had that in recent years. It looks like we're getting our manhood back. The offensive line is like, you know what? Do what they need to do. Making the holes in the backs and taking advantage of it.
Kevin, I just read an interesting story. It says, according to the LHSA website, Carr has been forced to forfeit their first 3 games versus Landry, Scotlandville, and Warren Easton. More to come.
Interesting.
Don't know what that's all about yet. But we're gonna find out.
Wow.
We'll
they play St.
that.
Aug here tomorrow night. That'll be a good ball game.
Yeah, it certainly will.
Hey, give a shout out to one of the original Yogi Bears, Jay Meyer. Listen to us up in Gramercy.
What's up, Jay?
Pick number 79. Alfonso to kick it. And he does. Near side.
Get going.
Reinhard from the 4.
Stay in your lane.
10-15.
There you go.
20 to the flag and play. He's
And a
dropping down to
flag.
the 23-yard line, but that took 6 seconds, so 10 seconds to go in the half. Let's see what the flag is.
There's got to be a hold on them.
But what a way to answer after the Blue Jays got on the board first with a field goal. The Patriots have come back with 2 consecutive touchdown drives.
Yeah, blocking the back.
From 80 and 70 yards out.
Yep. And you know what? I got to say good job by Jordan Smith. You know, he's in a situation where he's got to be able to make some plays throughout the duration of this game, and he hasn't played a whole lot. Played enough to gain some some consistency, but it's a different thing when you're stepping in, and obviously the third string quarterback is not as good or as polished, let's call it, because he's young. So a good job of him stepping in and getting the job done.
I'll say my thoughts at halftime, but it's kind of tying to that. So they'll move the ball back to the 13-yard line. Let's see if the Blue Jays even try to do something, or if they just might kneel it. But looks like more of a kneel formation here. Have a wonky formation. They'll take a knee. So that's going to do it. After one half of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 14, the Jesuit Blue Jays 3.
Kevin, for that halftime, for that first quarter of action, I want to say thank you to our good buddy Ryan Estes and staff. Bobby Seafood, they're a family-owned and operated restaurant located at 9013 Jefferson Highway in River Ridge. They were established in September 1978 and are celebrating 44 years of business. Bobby Seafood offers daily lunch specials and fresh prepared food. Of course, don't forget about the hot, delicious po' boys and all their boiled seafood. During crawfish season, Bobby Seafood provides on-site catering for commercial and personal boils. Call Captain Ryan Estes and staff at 504-738-2104 to place your lunch orders or to book your crawfish boils. Bobby Seafood, 504-738-2104, proud sponsor of Fighting Patriots football. And more than that, Kevin, I appreciate Ryan's honesty and always talking to me. And I go there for lunch, game week or during the season, and we banter back and forth and talk football. So it's always a great opportunity for me, and I have a lot of fun with him, just kind of sitting down, talking ball, talking about my boys and what we're doing and some of the things, and we go back and forth. So it's always nice to talk to somebody that knows a little bit about what they're talking about. I run into everybody through the workforce that thinks they know football and they don't know a damn thing. So it's nice to talk to somebody that actually been there, done that, coached a little bit, and knows what he's talking about.
Absolutely. Hey, let's go to the score and recap for the first half. No score after one period. And with 9:08 to go in the half, the Blue Jays put a nice little drive together, and Corbello hit a 36-yard field goal, putting the Blue Jays up 3-0. But then the Patriots on the ensuing drive, going a 7-play drive, 80 yards in distance, 3:44 off the clock. Proud had a 32-yard touchdown run. Alfonso added a PAT. That put the Patriots up 7-3 with 5:16 to go in the half. After the Patriots held the Blue Jays had a punt on the next drive, and with let's see, that drive started with 3:24 to go in the half. The Patriots had to go 70 yards in distance, and they did that. 9-play drive, took 3:08 off the clock. Johnson had a 2-yard touchdown run, and Alfonso added a PAT. That puts the Patriots up 14-3, which is the halftime score. The big play on that drive was the long run by Gabriel on the draw play near side. So in the two touchdown drives, obviously the long touchdown by Proud far side, and on the near side on the draw play by Gabriel. Those two big plays really helped the Patriots out. So great job there by the Patriots. And what I was going to tell you earlier, last year, we had two significant injuries on the offensive line, and we were a little young because we had to play some guys.
Right.
And we took a lumps last year, but that's proven to be worthwhile because now those guys came back, and the guys who played last year had that experience, and now the offensive line is being our strong point in offense to help you. Smith doesn't play a lot on offense. When we get an offensive line that's making holes for you, it makes your job as a quarterback, and you should know more of that than anybody else.
Well, they talk about like the old Dallas Cowboys offensive line of old, and they talk about Emmitt Smith, but everybody says, man, you could have put anybody back there, And when you have the confidence as a quarterback to step in the huddle and look in those guys' eyes and say, hey, it's 4th and 1. I got to get a push here. We're running a quarterback sneak or something in a very crucial down and distance. And you have the confidence in them, and they have the confidence in you. Well, that's what team football is all about. So to your point, I love the opportunity to play somebody that has a little bit of experience. This is really, I'd consider it his first start of action all by himself. But it's a great point, Kevin, to understand that, those guys have your back. Well, that's what football is all about, so I love it.
Hey, we'll give a shout-out to another Yogi Bear, Dr. Jimmy Burns. He wants to thank Bubbalicious Barbecue, Juan Montevias.
Yep.
They had a fundraiser for the Colonial Regiment this week, and it was a huge success. The men's club actually bought the food and supplies, and Bubbalicious did his magic. Raised $2,600 for the Colonial Regiment. So Congratulations to all those who helped with that. And I believe we're going to try to do another fundraiser for the Colonial Regiment I believe, the day of the trunk or treat, which I think it might be Sunday the 23rd, possibly. I think we're going to maybe cook another pot of jambalaya and sell it to make some money. 'Cause we're trying to buy some new uniforms for the band. So
That'd be cool.
And that's who's playing on the field right now. So if you could support the Colonial Regiment, they do a great job. They're getting bigger and better every year. And look, even if you can't go, if you just want to write a check, do that. The kids deserve it, and they need your support. Hey, a classmate of mine, Derek Wilson, and his daughter Evie, watching to us on the North Shore. He's enjoying the broadcast. Appreciate you, Derek. Good to hear from you, buddy. Your overall thoughts on the first half? It looks like, real quick, that one drive we had at the 3-yard line, we get that one first down, and then we jumped off sides and put us behind. It's like, how many times this year than last year we're getting more momentum? Sometimes we overcome them, but against good teams like a Jesuit, you can't be doing that, and it kills the drives.
It's just inconsistency. We've said it before that you got to take advantage of your big opportunities, throwing the ball, being able to capitalize on some deep routes where, we talked about it last week a little bit. We're going to run the ball 80 to 90% of the time, and then when you throw those balls up there, they have to be 50-50 balls. Either the receiver's going to come down with it, or hopefully it's incomplete. But you want to complete one out of every 2 of those throws. And unfortunately, we couldn't get them here tonight. But what we did do is consistently run the offense, showed them some different looks. The offensive line took over a little bit in the second quarter, sustained some drives, got the quarterback in a little bit of a rhythm. Running the ball, he was able to pull the ball, get out front a little bit. So a good job by him. And, of course, the defense coming up with some big stops. But I think it's kind of how we thought, who's going to take over in the fourth quarter. We'll see. I think, I like our chances here. I like our momentum going in at halftime right after we scored. It's a good first half for the Patriots. And Jesuit, and Curtis are both getting coached down there on the sidelines, and we're going to see who comes out in the second half. But I really like what we did right there in the second quarter. There seems like to me that was a little bit of a change from trying to figure it out there in the first.
A couple more shout-outs. We give a shout-out to Blake Terrio. He's watching from the Mount Carmel ring dance. Nice.
Why not? That reminds me of like the dads that go to the dance rehearsals,
Oh, yeah.
And they're outside, boozing it up, or they're listening to something else, or an LSU game or something like that. So there you go, Pop. Good job.
Hey, I want to give a shout-out to some very important Patriots that gathered here today. They're here in the stands, but the tailgate. These are the guys who started all the traditions that we enjoy today. They are the acorn that has blossomed into the Patriot oak tree. Frank Cabrera
with words.
Frank Cabrera was on the 72, 3, and 4 teams. He was the second back to ever rush for over 1,000 yards. He actually had 3 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. Tommy Archer, the first quarterback to win a state championship for the Patriots, is Chris Shelley. Looks like Chris Luckett, Glenn Tapman, and Michael Dugas. They were all tailgating. There's another gentleman, I don't recognize him in the picture, but they're starting to get together more and more and showing up to some of the games to support. Some of them are actually going to talk to the team to tell their story, which a lot of these young guys don't understand how we came about. We just didn't start winning. And we got Tom here. I mean, I can tell highlight it unless you want to say something real quick. Before.
Well, I'm going to let you tell your story, but you're exactly right, Kevin. Those years of championships were paid for by the blood, sweat, and tears of the Ghost of the Patriots past that we always talk about. You don't just roll out the red carpet and say, hey, I go to John Curtis, now we're going to go win state championships. No. You got to run on the levee. You have to be disciplined. You have to watch film. You have to do well in school. You have to show out there for 7-on-7s in the summer. You have to show up to every workout. You have to be more disciplined than each and every other team. You have to be better conditioned. You have to work harder. Those are the things that pay huge dividends in September, October, November, and December. So it's not just, hey, I wear the red, white, and blue. We're all of a sudden going to go out there and win state championships. No. These guys paved the way a long time ago. And the one thing that I will say to those guys that did that is you guys aren't forgotten. When I grew up, I went to St. Christopher when I was young. Didn't know anything about John Curtis. Showed up to my first John Curtis game when I was probably 11 years old. I was a JPRD All-Star where we were going to Gatlinburg to play in the Bulldog Bowl, and Coach Sal brought us to a John Curtis game. The only thing I remember from that game, and I can't tell you what year that was, I was probably about 10 or 11 years old. All I remember is a receiver caught a hitch route, and he turned and he totally obliterated this DB and just trucked him. probably Kevin Fayard, I don't know, and just ran him over. And after I left that game, I said, you know what? I want to go to school there. I want to play football, and I want to play for a long time. And those guys seem like they're together and they know what they're doing. Little did I know, I was going to go on to play football there and win some state championships, and the rest is history. But my point to that is, there's always somebody watching. Okay,
you're right.
And those kids that are out there now, my little guys are watching you now. Okay, Madden and Baylor, they're looking up to you guys. And for the Ghost of Patriots past, it was us. We were looking up to you guys. Okay, the guys that played in the 70s, the kids that played in the 80s, they were looking up to you guys. So what I'll say to you now is, if you're one of those guys from the 70s and 80s, come back.
Yep.
Come coach the kids at the lower school. Come tell them your story. Stay involved, because if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. We can all complain and moan about, oh, kids have changed, we do this, oh, we don't do this. Well, get your butt back to school. Be a part of it. We want you to be a part of it, because I could tell you this. All of those names that we talked about when I was a young Patriot, when I was best friends with Matt and Steve and Preston, and they talked to me about Michael Stonebreaker and Kurt Russell and Randy Brown and Bobby Powers, guys that I had never met, and guys even way before them when Coach Leon was a young man and Coach JT was a young man. And those 70s guys you were talking about, they were talking about you guys before that. So trust me, these kids might not know who you are, but I want them to. I want them to experience those stories, and I want you to come back and give them a little bit of your life lessons and come back and coach them up and show them how they're supposed to be and what we are expected, what is expected of them by the way that you paved it 50 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we always, every week, we got a picture of Coach Rob and Coach Mr. Curtis. We post up and always have the 75 team. We can't always post it up depending on where we are, but now we got the window here at Pregame, so we always carry the 75 team with us because they're all the first champions. But it goes a little bit before then. The 73 team, was the first one that Coach thought they maybe could have done something. Of course, we already know about the 69 team. Coach JT's first goes 0-10, scores 12 points on the season. The 70 team goes to the playoffs for the first time. They lose to Central Catholic out of Morgan City. 71-72 don't make the playoffs. Playoffs were a little different back then. You kind of almost had to win district or come like first, second in district to even qualify. Not enough teams made it like they do nowadays. The 73 team, like I said, lost in the quarters to Notre Dame at Crowley. And Coach thought, man, we probably could have done more. It was really the 74 team. Underachieved. The Patriots go 3-3-3 that year. Some guys just didn't want to do what they would need to take to win. They did their own thing. Some guys got caught up in a drug culture. Again, 1974 is kind of towards the end of the Vietnam era and stuff. Just, a lot of things going on in society. And here's where the Patriot program turned. Coach Gatch was on the staff in 74. And towards the end of the 74 season, started to implement the veer offense a little bit. Not a whole lot. And then it was the spring of 75 going to 75 when we finally put the veer in 100%. But anyway, it was the juniors of the 74 team, the Scott Trahans of the world, Tommy Archers, Gary Greaves. They didn't want to go through another season like that because they came from 73 as sophomores. They had a chance, thought they were going to do something in 74, and some guys just want to do their own thing. And they went to Coach JT, juniors in high school. And some of these kids were juniors and sophomores, their own classmates and teammates from God knows how long. And they went to Coach and said, Coach, we need to have a team meeting. We don't want to go through another year like this. And they listed a few guys' names. And it was in January of 75. Coach JT had that meeting. And he called guys out by the name and said, you're no longer on the team. Can't have guys doing drugs, no drinking, no whatever it is. You're gone. And we're going to win with who we got. And these guys made a commitment in the library that night.
That's leadership.
And Coach, they took ownership of the team. And Coach Gatch turned the all-season program to Coach Gatch. And that's really where the Patriot track team started. Though we didn't win a state championship, they won a district championship for the first time. A guy like Terry Kennedy, was a 2 and 400, 100 and 200 meter champion, sprint champion. He got some guys doing the discus and the shot put to kind of add the points. But that's where they started running the levy. And Coach Gatch basically was like a Marine Corps drill instructor. Another 8 to 9 guys quit during the spring, the running. They couldn't handle it. They said, no, this is too tough for me. And the guys said, we don't care. We got to only have 15 guys, 17, 18 guys. We don't care. We're going to play with who we got. Now, they were a little more than that. Who survived. We implement the veer offense. And then basically 1 week turned into a win, turned into another win, turned into another win. They didn't go undefeated. They went 13-1-1. But most of the guys didn't even know that they won the state championship until the week of the state championship game.
Right.
But that was the first year we had a Thanksgiving practice. And then it was at the state championship pep rally. Mr. Curtis, just, he was, if you knew Mr. Curtis, it could be in the middle of God knows what. If he had an idea, he was going to make it happen. And they were at a pep rally. We'd never been there before. And he's like, follow me. Band, let's go. And next thing you know, he starts parading around the neighborhood. No permit or nothing. He just took the band and the whole student body, and that's how the parade started. And then next thing you know, we win the state championship. Steve Downey makes the all-important PAT to put us up 13-6. Notre Dame and Crowley drives down the field. Hey, right here, Ted Goming. And they decided to go for 2. And David Gilmore, thank goodness he didn't trim his fingernails, makes a fingernail trip of the guy, and he falls down at the 1-yard line, and then we stop him. We win 13-12. And it was the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen on that 75 team. They would come back here to the state championship with a Tulane Stadium. Actually, played Notre Dame Crowley, though they lost. But then those guys came back in 77-1. Then we lose in the semis in 78 to Kinder. And then from 79 through my senior in 88, we played in the state championship game. Then we lose in 89 in the quarters. Johnny's team comes back in 90, wins it. We lose in 91 in the regionals. We don't, in the quarterfinals the day after Thanksgiving to Broadmoor again. In 92, we don't even have a Thanksgiving practice because we lose the week before in a rainstorm in double overtime in Opelousas. But in 93, we win it again. We lose the state championship in 94, lose to Salmon in 95 in the quarterfinals. And then 96 through 2014, we're in the state, 19 straight years we're in the state championship game. We made it look easy. But you got to go back to the 74 team. Those juniors said, we're not taking this no more. There's no, and then come on, having ownership of the team. Can you imagine, and I don't know if I could have done this or if I'd have had guys on my team to go to Coach JT and said, we don't want these guys on the team no more. They're doing drugs, they're doing whatever. We don't want them. Kick them off the team. To have the onions to do that, I just showed you the kind of leadership they had, and that's why the 75 team will always be the most celebrated state championship in school history.
I think it's fantastic. And like you said, it wasn't just done by a big group of seniors. It was done by some underclassmen and guys that said, you know what, we want to make a change. We want to make this thing different. We want to make it better. And because of the decisions that they made and because of the hard work that they put in, this is where you are today.
Well, you got a guy I mentioned, Gary Greaves. Here's a guy, talk about a jockey. And I love Gary to death. He'll laugh and he knows the story. This kid was 126 pounds as a senior cornerback, but feisty, right? From first grade through 12th, perfect attendance. Never missed a day of school. He was on a team, and he was too small. School would have cut him. Coach JT didn't cut him, but he always worked hard. He just had that little gnat mentality, right? And Coach ended up playing him, junior, senior year. And senior year, he ended up setting, like, school records for interceptions per game and in the playoffs. And then you talk to the guys on the team and said, this little guy, for 126-pound defensive back, smoking 185, 200-pound running backs and receivers and stuff. That's the
awesome.
kind of mentality we had.
Right.
And we had the Mike Archers of the world and the Scott Trahans, some bigger guys. Doug Carter, probably one of the most feared linebackers in school history, was an All-American. A little story about him, and if Doug, you're listening, this is no lie. Coach Leon, Matt, and Steve and I, a couple years ago, flying to Philadelphia for the Army-Navy game. And Coach Leon was sitting next to me in the airplane. I figured I'd chat him up a little bit and ask him questions that I always wanted to know. And I said, Coach Leon, you coached some really, really good linebackers through the years. I mean, back from starting with Doug Carter. Well, the Archers of the world, and Doug Carter, and, of course, Marlboro and Dubrog, Bailey, Stonebreaker, Russell. Yeah, but you go back to Wetzel and those guys in the early 80s and stuff, and Bobby Powers, Randy, the Reggie Wilsons, and then, of course, all the guys. And I know I'm missing names, so don't get mad at me, but, I mean, a lot of guys. And I said, Coach, was there ever a linebacker that you coached? And Coach Leon's, not a few in the Marine Corps.
Right.
He's a strong dude. Did anybody, did you ever, yell at him and stuff and go, oh, maybe I might have crossed, I'm afraid of this dude? He thought about it for all of 2 seconds. He said, yeah, Doug Carter.
Really?
Doug Carter was a bad SOB.
Yeah.
He was badass.
That's awesome.
I said, wow, Coach Leon actually admitted
That's
that,
cool.
that there was ever a guy that kind of made him a little nervous if he growled at him was Doug Carter.
That's cool.
Yeah, so. But no, I won't, and I tell the older guys, come back and tell the story, because a lot of these guys now, in my era too, look, I graduated at fall of 88 was my football season. I graduated in 89. So even my era, and those guys are 10, 15 years older than me.
Yeah.
We're kind of like in the leather helmet days, if you will.
No,
we're black and white. Though we had color too, but these kids think I played years ago.
Well, look, let me tell you, if it wasn't for this broadcast, these kids don't know who the heck I am. If my sons and
Yeah.
daughters don't go to the school and they see me often and I'm up here with the broadcast, they don't know who the heck I am.
Yeah.
But it's just the reason that we do this. We stay involved, that they
Yeah.
hear, oh, yeah, and then they see me at 300 pounds saying, no, this guy never played quarterback. But, they don't know who the heck I am. So come back, preach to them, give them your stories, tell them about the work ethic, tell them those things that you guys committed to do. But also, come back and coach them up. Man, we need your help. We need some of that blood to come back. And, Coach Corey isn't able to do what Coach Corey did years ago. Coach Corey is as big of a figure at that lower school or with Coach JT and Coach Rob as anybody else. So, come back and help him out.
Hey, we want to give a shout out to Cody Scheck-Snyder. He's listening to us in Norfolk, Virginia. They're playing ODU tomorrow, Old Dominion. It's, I guess, Mississippi State taking a road trip out there. So good luck to you guys and be safe. And thanks for always listening.
Yep.
But see, I soaked it up. I was that kind of guy. You talk about Peyton Manning, talk about listen to my dad's tapes, and that's how I was. I enjoyed going to the Curtis games. I sold programs. Reggie Dupar was our guy. I was in 5th grade. He was a senior, and everybody wanted to be Reggie. Like the 2000 guys. Joe McKnight was the guy they wanted to be, and I soaked it all in when I played. I mean, I was that guy. I was gung ho. I don't care if it was a Saturday morning practice. I was always, I didn't want. There was no regrets. That's why somebody, I want to play. I wish I could play one more time. I'm like, nope. I did it all. I left it all. When I walked off the field, December 10th, 1988, as a champion from the state championship my senior year, I laid it all on. I'm done. I'm like, I enjoy my time as a Patriot, but I don't want to ever have any regrets, and I don't.
Right.
And I'm not faulting anybody that says, I'd like to go play one more time. That's cool. But I'm just saying, I soaked it in because we were playing not only for ourselves, but we didn't want the ghost of Patriots past to be disappointed. And then, look, I'm only 10 years behind the first team. My freshman year was, in 85, and we had a 10-year reunion for those guys. And then, of course, we won it in 85, 7, and 8. So I was on the 8th, 9th, and 10th. So winning was still new to us.
Right.
But we still looked at those guys like, hey, that's the acorn. And, wow, what a big, beautiful oak tree it is, right? 27
100%.
championships, 10 state finals. Well, we lost more championships than some teams have ever played for.
That's right.
If you think about it.
100%. 100%.
I mean, seriously, we lost 10 championships. Some teams have never played for one.
That's right. Yeah, these kids have no idea the opportunity that they get each and every year to wear the red, white, and blue, and it's just something that a lot of them probably take for granted. So that's why I really want them to hear from those guys and understand the kinship that we have over the years of, like you say, chewing the same dirt and just being a Patriot and understanding, JT now is not JT of old. You guys probably, he was probably filled with a little more P&V, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And a little bit more feisty, and Coach Leon as well. And now it's the turn for the next generation to step up and do it. And it's, it's a big opportunity.
Yeah, even Jay Meyer checking in. It said the summer before the 76 season, Coach Gatz had the team doing 75-yard strides every couple of days. I mean, there was some brutal workouts those guys did. I mean, think about it, we all did the levy. Those guys started it.
Right.
All right, let's toss it down to Coach JT and the boys behind the run through.
Now listen to me. Hey, listen to me. The mark of a team that's ready to do big things, finish the job. Finish the job with smarts and toughness. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Be alert, be ready for trick-em-dick-em stuff, and be physical at the point of attack. Let's go get him!
Watch your old trick 'em, dick 'em. Let's go.
Put that one in the books. I never heard that one before.
Yep.
And here come the Patriots taking the field. The Blue Jays have yet to take the field. And look, if you remember the turning point at the end of the game last year, they had some wonky lineups, almost more wonky than Evangel, if you can imagine that. And we didn't jump off, so we barely flinched. And, of course, Coach Manel was in the side, judges there, and said we jump off sides, and they extended the drive, and they ran the clock out. But who knows what they could come up with some kind of play we've never seen before. So I'm glad he mentioned that. Hey, listen, don't be surprised if they come out with, a center and the quarterback in a shotgun and put, linemen, spread them out both sides of the field kind of thing.
Well, and on special teams as well. You don't want to get hit with an surprise onside kick. When a team, and I'm just speaking honestly, I just don't think that Jesuit is as good as they had been in years past, especially last year. I think they were very capable.
Well, they lost a
football
lot of
team.
people too.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So you have nothing to lose. So
Yeah.
you're going to come out here and try to steal possessions and do the little things. So you can't allow that to happen. got to stay on your
and
stay
that's
on
where
your
I think
P's and Q's.
he's kind of talking about what I said in pregame. We finally won that close game. We've been losing a couple of those games in the last couple of years. Finally got some confidence.
Yep.
We can do it again. That's going to be huge because guess what? We got Holy Cross next week. Then we got Rummel. Then we go to Scott to play Acadiana. Come back to play St. Aug, Brother Martin, and Carr.
Yeah.
Then we get the playoffs. So, but we got 24 minutes to go before we can talk about Holy Cross. Patriots will be kicking off left to right. Alfonso to kick it. Deep near side is going to be Foley. Far side is going to be Reinhardt. So let's see if we can put another good half together here. Foley is going to field it at the 6. 10-15 goes right side, 20, and tackle at the 22-yard line. So that's a better job there by the Patriot cover team. So it'll be 1st and 10 Blue Jays from their own 22-yard line.
Yep, nice job right there. Good coverage, good coverage. Alfonso had a nice little kick down to around the 5-yard line, pinned them to the right. They were able to get it to the middle of the field. And, you know, you can't really set up the old true wedge where you're, you know, locking arms and running through, and then you have your wedge buster coming down to kill somebody.
Yep.
But they did a good job of grouping in the middle, trying to pick some guys off and disrupt some lanes there. And they're going to start around the 22.
Yep. Looks like Duplessis is the halfback. Perez looks far side, is going to throw it, and it's going to be, oh!
Nice job.
Nice job. Is that Weibel that undercut it?
Sure
it is.
Sure
Almost
is.
thought he had an interception.
Yep, but a good job of him seeing it, Kevin. You know, we talked about being able to extend out there to the flat a lot, and he did a good job of just kind of seeing it, you know, the drop back. And I'll say it again, Jesuit has not been very good in the passing game so far this game, even more so pushing it down the field right there. They just tried to complete something simple out there, and it was a one-man route.
Yep. All right, Twins receivers right, split near side. They got a little confusion here in their backfield. Larson and Duplessis are the halfbacks. They'll send Larson in motion. They'll do a little slant caught. Then they'll have a first down and tackle at the 40-yard line. That is going to be Turner on the tackle. It's a nice play there by the Blue Jays.
Yep, and I stuck my foot in my mouth on that one. I said they haven't done well in the passing game, and there they go. But a good job of them motioning him out, running kind of like a little swing pass up top by the running back, and then faking it inside, trying to hold those linebackers in the middle, and then dipping it right over the top in the middle of the field on a nice shot from the QB.
Yep, 1st and 10 from the 40, 11:27 to go in the third. Twins near side. Perez fakes the handoff, throws it near side. It's going to be in and out of the hands of the receiver. Let me correct myself here. I get the Sexton Twins. I love them all. I get them confused here, but I had my mouth in high gear, my brain in neutral. Kyle Schecksteiner's with Mississippi State.
Yep.
They're at home against Bowling Green. It was Cody, who's at Arkansas State.
Yeah.
They're the ones at Norfolk, Virginia playing ODU. So my bad, Twins. At least I corrected it.
There you go.
That's a great family there.
Yeah, they've been awesome.
Mom, dad, and younger brother, Caleb. 2nd down 10. Perez, a little quick pitch. That's Duplessis. He should be a holding call. I think they called it.
They did.
And Duplessis is going to get to the Patriot 38-yard line, but they'll bring it back.
Yep, good job. And they kind of lined up, Kevin, with like a I don't even know what you call it. It was like a straight bone formation, almost like a power bone, straight 1, 2, 3, and just flipped it out to the back. And instead of them laterally, they were just, you know, looked like the guard straight back and like a power formation, and flipped it out. Nice little play if you can't hold.
It's a spot foul, so technically it's only a loss of 7 because the hold happened 3 yards down the line of scrimmage. So they moved the ball to the Blue Jay 33. So it's going to be 2nd down and 17. Split near side, Twins top of the field. Larson and Duplessis are the halfbacks. They'll send Larson in motion top of the field. Let's see if they do a little swing pass to him. Perez, quarterback keeper. Nope, he's going to be in trouble.
Yes,
and,
sir.
Oh, he missed it, but it affected the throw. We just couldn't get him down.
Thought we had him there.
But it affected the throw.
Yep.
Delott and looks like Mortor were in there.
Yeah,
the pressure.
100%. He was right there, and the quarterback did a good job of just trying to get rid of it. I wasn't sure if he was going to make a bad play worse there. I don't know if he found a receiver, but there was a receiver probably 5 yards deeper than the incompletion, Good job of him not taking the sack, but also a good job of Curtis putting on some pressure and getting in the quarterback's face, making him move.
All right, they'll keep the ball in the near hash mark. Jays will have 3 receivers top of the field. They'll stay in the shotgun. They're going to roll out to the right. Perez
Come up and get him.
pulls it up. He's going to
Going
fire deep. Has a guy open, and it's going to be incomplete.
Short.
Underthrew by a yard.
Yep. Unfortunately,
And we'll
though,
force
Kevin,
the punt.
you got to stick with the guys. You know, as the quarterback rolls and as time goes on, it's harder and harder for a DB to track him down. But you got to be able to run with him. And unfortunately, fortunately for us, the quarterback wasn't able to get it out there far enough.
Callio on the coverage there. 4th and 17. Prout's going to stand back at the Patriot 25. All right, let's get a good return here.
Yep.
Nice kick.
Yeah. That's a boomer.
Prout fair catches at the
Good
32-yard
job.
line.
Good
Great
job.
job because got Danny. If that ball hits the ground, it probably rolls another 20 yards.
Yep. And that punter right there was a little bit more traditional, straight-on punt. Did a good job of pooching it down there, and Prout did a good job of receiving it and getting the job done, like you mentioned. Offense is going to have the ball 1st and 10 with 10:38 left here in the third quarter. Patriots on top 14-3. We appreciate you listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Officially, they moved the ball to the 33-yard line, so with 10:38 to go in the third, the Patriots will take it over at 1st and 10. This is their opening possession of the second half. We'll come near side. This will be Gabriel, power play near side. Crosses the 35, gets it to the 36, gain of 3. That's Gabriel on the carry.
And again, Kevin, I like the opportunities for some different backs to get in the game, keep those legs fresh, continue to pump those legs downfield, and get some fresh legs in here in the third and fourth quarter. And I think that's part of the beauty of the split backfield. You don't have one guy that's trying to run 35 carries a game downhill and, constantly getting tired. These guys are working together, and you have a lot of depth in the system.
Same power play. Smith is the halfback this time. He gets it to the 40, gain of 4. So now it's be 3rd down and short. Jake Charbonnet also listened to us in Arkansas. We appreciate you. Now, he mentioned something about I asked him to send me a text and tell me about a Halloween video. You know anything about that?
No, I don't know anything about Halloween.
You might have to tell me that story. We might have to tell that later on down in the season. I'm not familiar with that. 3rd and 3.
With that tight formation again.
Quarterback keepers there if we want it. Quick zip. Far side to Prout. He's going to turn the corner. Has the first down and more.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Woo! Nice
Good.
run, but tell you what, let's credit that defensive back, number 5, Danny. If he don't trim his nails last night,
yeah.
it's a touchdown. That's Nick Jacobs.
Yeah, he laid out
Tripped
and
him
got
up. Oh, I thought Prout was gone.
But
Get the
again,
first down at the 46.
I believe that was Johnson out front blocking again.
Yes.
Well, now actually, I think that was a receiver out front.
Gain of 6, 1st and 10.
let's see who that
Yeah, they already
was.
replayed it in there.
But
I
a
didn't
good
see
job of getting out there and putting a hat on a hat and having the opportunity to get a first down. That's exactly what you did there. And a different look than what we've seen from the Patriots, so I like it.
Ball on that left hash mark, top of the field, Twins near side. Smith keeps it, and he gets it to the 49-yard line of the Jays' gain of 5. And Danny, though sometimes the holes aren't there, credit Smith for securing the ball, but the linemen, they're keeping pushing.
Yep.
And we're getting a few. It's always a positive yard, so that's the good news.
Yeah, 100%. They are getting some good pushes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was probably the first or second drive. We might have only had 2 plays for losses tonight.
Yeah.
We have to get it to the 34. So just call it 2nd down and 6. Twins near side. Option near side. Pitches it to Smith. Turns the corner and short gain of 1, 2. Let's get him to the 47.
Not bad again, 3rd and manageable. So continuing to run time off of the clock, getting downhill. I like us changing it up, some inside and outside option, showing them some different looks, taking what the defense is giving you. Like I said, 3rd and very manageable here.
Let's call it 4.
Let's see what we have drawn up.
Got to get it to the 44. It's at the 47. Third, that's a long three. All right, two tights. Turner's the lone receiver, top of the field. Smith checking off at the line. We'll go to the left. Hands off. That's going to be the first down to Moore. And he gets it to the 24-yard line. I believe that's Prout. It is.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with that young guy. He's a point guard on the basketball team.
But he's so quick, though, Kevin.
He is. But, God, he hides behind them big linemen, and the linebackers can't see him until it's too late.
Yeah, he's 5'9", 160 pounds, but he's explosive. Gets the ball, he's explosive through the hole, is able to stick that foot in the ground and change angles and momentum. Good job by him.
3rd and 4, he gains 23. 7:20 and counting. 1st and 10, Patriots from the Blue Jay 24-yard line. Twins top of the field. Smith goes to the left, hands it off, I believe.
Ball. Is the ball
Smith
out?
Ball's on the ground. Oh, we turned it over at the 19-yard line. Yikes. Blew that drive. So with 6:53 to go in the third, the Patriots turn it over to the Blue Jays. Yep, didn't secure it. Smith was a carry. He handed it off to him. He's a left halfback, went over to left guard. Had a few yards, and they just popped the ball out and recovered it at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's unfortunate, Kevin.
Yep.
You get all the way down there to the 20-yard line. You got to be able to get points out of it. Even if you don't score a touchdown, it's huge if you get an extra 3 points right there, and then it's a 2-touchdown game, to tie.
All right. Counting the defense again. Twins near side. They'll hand it off to DePlessis. Trying to string it out. Great job. That's a tackle for a loss of 5. Horn got him first, and then a host of other Patriots.
Yes, good job.
Great job there. Lateral pursuit.
Hey, great outside support right here by the strong safety. I think that's Jason Curtis coming up and outside, forcing him back to no man's land where you got
Brandon Dang, 50 did it also.
Yeah, 7 other Patriots waiting for him. Good job.
Yep.
Running inside out, and that's what it'll do to you.
Yeah, John Mortor, number 99, was in the area as well. So great group effort. You see official loss of 4 to the 16. 2nd down 14, Twins top of the field. Perez looks far side, throws it. It's going to be quarterback keeper, actually.
Yeah.
He faked me out.
Faked me out, too.
Got to the 21-yard line.
I was looking for the ball at the top of the field, and I think we did a good job again, Kevin, getting out to the flat where he had to pump it. He didn't have anything on it.
Sure did.
And, good job of our guys making the corrections and getting out there and playing the flat.
He would have thrown it right to Weibel. Weibel would pick up and walk in the end zone.
He was there. Yeah. That's right. Good job by our guys making some adjustments.
3rd and 9.
And not allowing them to pick up the easy yards. A lot of those passes, Kevin, out in the flat, we talk about, those are just long handoffs.
They are.
That's pitch and catch. Those things you do out in your backyard, you throw it for 2 or 3 yards, and you're hoping for 6 or 7. And, if you're able to get out there and you have a guy deep, and he has your back, you got his back, and the quarterback has to tuck it. And anytime the quarterback's running the ball, you got to punish him.
Yep. 6-minute mark of the third quarter. It's the official hydration break. So timeout on the field. It's the Patriots 14, the Blue Jays 3. Wow, what a missed opportunity by the Patriots on that last drive. They were driving to go in and punching it for 6 would have been huge there.
Yep. Missed opportunities again. Kevin, I want to say good job. I tell you what, we got a lot of cheerleaders out there on the track. I don't know if I've ever seen our cheerleading squad that big, that many girls.
We get the varsity, the JV, and you get the Peppers over here to the right.
Yeah, you got the little Peppers we got to say hello to. I saw some of those earlier tonight.
Colonial Regiment rocking it out to our left with the dance line below them. Doing a great job.
Give a shout out to Cameron and Adele and Maddie and Ava and Charlie and all those other girls.
3rd and 9. Perez takes a pass from center, fires it over the middle, incomplete. And that'll force a punt. And the Patriot defense had the coverage. Great job. But you know what, here's why maybe Jesuit isn't as effective. Look at the offenses we played in pre-district.
Right.
Against some pretty good skill guys.
100%.
No knock on Jesuit, but they're not the same skill guys as we played, so it only made us tougher.
Yeah. Yep, and I'll say this too. It doesn't matter who you play. When you're able to get pressure on the quarterback, it helps everybody on the back end.
Yeah.
Our linebackers able to run from inside out. The defensive line is getting us a good push. It's not able to just stand back there. It's not easy to stand back there and just pick a defense apart.
5:55 to go in the third. Blue Jays punt it.
Thought we were
Prout
close.
fair catches it at the 44-yard line. So with 5:47 to go in the third, 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 44.
Good field position right here, Kevin. Good active start right here from the Patriots to be able to make something happen. And, anytime you're close to that 50, that's awesome. So good job of defense playing tough, and offense gets the ball back in a great spot.
Yep. All right, ball security here, guys. Let's take it down and score. Gabriel, the near side halfback, Prout, the left side. Ball in the middle of the field. We got splits top and near side. Little counter option near side. Smith's going to pitch it. And Gabriel has nowhere to go, but somehow fights it back to the line of scrimmage. So great job by him. He was second down 10.
That's the problem with like sky coverage. Their safeties are somewhat inverted, and that safety is able to come down and play run support from the inside out. So you have to be able to threaten them a little bit vertically in the passing game.
Matalewski made the tackle.
But a good job of them, changing up the looks on defense and getting off some blocks and doing the right thing.
Yeah, give a shout to Ronnie Beloso who watches. Appreciate
What's up,
you,
Big Rod?
Twins to the left. It's actually a loss of 1. Second 11. We'll throw a quick hits far side.
Now go.
Oh,
Split
we
it.
hit the
Yes,
first
sir.
down and more.
Split it and go.
And he's going to be tackled near the 29-yard line. I believe that is Turner.
Mike Turner.
Great job there by Turner.
Showed a little bit of his speed right there. Mike's a guy that can get up and go.
The 30 officially.
And, good job of him. But just seeing it and able to split those defenders and take off, and beautiful first down.
26-yard
right
pitch and catch there. Huge.
Yep. And those are the ones that we were talking about. That's a long handoff. You got to put it in your playmaker's hands and allow him to do something with it, and we did just that.
Yep. 4:34 in the third and counting. 1st and 10 Patriots from the Blue Jay 30. Twins near side ball left on the left hash mark, top of the field. We'll go to the left. Smith kept it, gained of 1. Second down 9.
Not bad, not bad. Got to change it up, Kevin. If they continue to stop the dive, you got to pull it as a QB, even if you don't get much yardage, but you're continuing to move the ball forward. And that's what's so great about our option. It should never be a negative play, running it into the line of scrimmage. And then eventually somebody's going to scrape too wide or mess up on their technique, and we're going to go ahead and run it for 50. So continue to run the offense the way that's supposed to be run.
Twins near side will come option near side. Pitch. Oh, what a great job there by Prout. Fights hard. He's going to get near the 22-yard line. It was a high pitch, and he caught it, and then he made something out of almost nothing. And it's going to be third down and very manageable. Let's put it at the 22, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. Gain of 7. But it's a little adventurous getting there.
Yeah.
Two tights.
One-on-one matchup to the top of the field.
Split top to left of the field.
Safety's getting involved here in the box.
We'll come near side. Maybe, he might be short by 6 inches.
Yep.
And we'll go for this one. It'll be 4th and inches. We're going to line up quickly. Quarterback keeper's there. We'll take it. Smith got it.
Second
Get
effort
it to
got
the
it. Yep.
19-yard line.
Yep. Tell you what, at first he got stifled a little bit. Did a good job of just continuing to run his feet and get it done.
I think he bobbled a snap, to be honest with you. Came up
is that
on him.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe so.
That's all right. He secured it. 1st and 10. Patriots at the Blue Jay 19. 2:35 and counting. We're in the third period. Ball in the near hash mark. Johnson's going to be the left side halfback. Liam Cohen, number 8. Good size kid here. Right side halfback. Smith back to pass, throws a fade route, top of the field, and it's going to be,
Oh, goodness.
He had it and juggled it, but it was out of bounds.
I'll tell you
Incomplete.
what, pretty darn good throw by the
It
QB.
was,
Kevin,
no.
the only thing I'll say is go 1, 2, 3 and let it go.
Yep.
Don't hitch up unless it's a stop and go, and I don't believe it was. I think it was a straight fade, but
Turner intended
really led him into a perfect spot.
Oh, he did.
Outside towards the back pylon, he would have probably got 1 foot in bounds for sure and made
all
it
you
a
need,
touchdown,
yeah.
but
bobbled it.
just couldn't come up with it.
2:04 to go.
Like the call.
I like it
Again,
as well,
one-on-one matchups. You got to be 50-50, give him a shot, and he did there.
2nd and 10. Draw play near side. It's going to be Prout. Gets it to the 15. He's at
There
the
you
10.
go.
He's at the
There
5.
you
He's
go.
score!
Yes, sir. Nice work.
Great run by Prout. Takes it in from 20 yards out with 1:54 to go in the third. It's now 20-3 Patriots.
You throw the ball, Kevin, the draw play is going to work. Good job right there. Offensive lineman setting, attacking, getting up the field. And again, Kevin, good job of making the first guy miss. Make the first guy miss and then hightail it back inside, ready to work it, and getting upfield with some speed. Great job right there. Nice drive for the Patriots. And a way to finish it off.
Patriots line up for the PAT. High snap, place kick is up. And it's good. So at 1:54 to go in the third, it's now Patriots 21, Blue Jays 3.
Nice job, nice job.
Danny, that was a 9-play drive going 56 yards in distance. Taking 3:53 off the clock. Prout with a 20-yard touchdown run. Alfonso added to PAT. Not over yet, but Patriots got a little breathing room. But, man, how big is that fumble now? We could be up 28-3.
Yeah. So far, a pretty good game by the Patriots. Consistently moving the ball. Obviously, you don't want those critical mistakes, putting the ball on the ground and things like that. But, the Patriots' defense is holding serve, doing a good job of just getting a little bit more pressure on the quarterback when he's trying to throw the ball. They might be stretching a little bit offensively, trying to put the ball in the air a little bit more downfield than they were. They were running the ball effectively right at us early, and then we've stopped that. So a good job of making our adjustments on defense, and that brings us on top 21-3 with 1:54 left here in the third quarter.
Well, the Yogi's Bears, the offensive line, is doing what Noah should have done on the Noah's Ark. Should have smacked those Blue Jays.
Ooh, attaboy. I like that. Hey, what's the word? Killed a bird. What's the reason? 'Tis the season, right?
That's what they say. All right. Give another opportunity here for the kickoff coverage team. Alfonso hammers it near side.
Uh-oh.
And looks like it might have been all sides.
Yep. Come on, guys.
Well, I like what the offensive line's doing, and even let's give the defensive line some credit too, because the thing about last year, both games, Jesuit mauled us. When they wanted to, they just ran up, down our throats, down our throats. They're becoming men tonight, both sides of the ball, because guess what? When we play Rome in a couple weeks, and when we play Acadiana, this kind of physical ball game we're going to be in.
Well, and think about it this way, too. Johar Franklin, he's starting to get in a little bit more game shape. I've seen him get in the game a little bit more tonight. Haven't called his name much, but he's there contributing. Also, Justin Brooks isn't playing tonight. You get those guys back healthy, into game shape, and now you have a lot more depth on the defensive front. You're able to get an even bigger push from the defensive line, and all that does is help out the linebackers and the DBs. And the DBs, I'd say if it was a younger, more inexperienced group, probably the DBs. Turner's back there playing safety. I think Weibel's done an incredible job. I think Jason Curtis is a very smart football player, doing a good job. But that all just trickles down to helping each other out. If the defensive line linebackers can be effective, rushing the passer, getting in their little holes, curl flats, doing the jobs, I think that's when you can start to consider playing team football.
Yep, well, speaking of team football, the squib kick, the Patriots got down there in a hurry and was fielded around the 15-yard line, and they made a tackle on Foley at the 32-yard, let's call it the 31-yard line. There's an injured Patriot. on the field. So injury timeout with 1:43 to go in the third. It's the Patriots 21, the Blue Jays 3.
And who's that jogging off? Is that?
That is, I can tell you right now.
Couldn't see.
24.
Tyler Hayes. Yeah, Gordon, now we finally got you and your mic's working. The mood on the sideline, what's it like down there?
Oh, they fired up down here.
Good. Good.
So I really believe after winning that game, it has something to do with that confidence. They just
Exactly.
Playing
Winning
better.
last week
Yeah.
took the monkey off our shoulders.
I agree.
Take a little deep breath, feel some momentum, continue to carry it on. Like I said, building some character to your team and starting to believe in yourself.
All right, double twins. Reinhardt will be the halfback. He'll stand to the left of Perez. Takes the pass from center. Looks near side. Throws it far side down the. Oh,
Got
what a
him.
catch! And that's
Got
that
him.
Achilles heel for the Patriots.
Well, again, I don't think we collisioned him. I don't think we
88.
collisioned him and,
Wow, a nice pitch and catch.
and got
there.
him up the field.
Washington.
You know, he just kind of sunk to it
Yeah.
and didn't get hands on, and then you know nobody was in the flat area. You could sink to it.
The Blue Jays moving from their own 31 to the Patriot 36-yard line in one play. 1st and 10. I hand it off to Reinhardt. Ackle makes the tackle. Gain of 1.
And I think the
Gain of
receiver
2,
did a
second
good
eight.
job of kind of rerouting from the inside out, running around him, and then stacking again. And then, you know, then it's up to the QB to just read the safety, try to hold them more in the
Well,
middle, and then let it rip.
That's that skinny post where Lipscomb and Trey, the quarterback in 14 for Jesuit.
LaForge.
Yeah, LaForge. Those are 2 touchdown passes they hit from 40 and 30-something yards out. Right there in that little skinny post area. Big plays. Under a minute to go in the third period. Second down and let's call it 7.
I like me some LaForges, boy. That's River Ridge finest.
Go get him!
Yes,
We got
sir.
him. Nice sack there. Is that Drake? Yes.
Sure
He
is.
came untouched and dropped him back at the 43-yard line. He'll have to come out because his helmet came off, but what a play there by Drake. He just came untouched, Danny.
Yep. It looked like the tackle tried to kick back, and then he just peeked inside and didn't see Drake coming off the edge. Maybe he thought he had help from the running back, but yeah, like you mentioned, didn't touch him, and he used his speed to get to it.
37 seconds now. The clock starts. 35 and counting. 3rd and long. The ball is at the Patriot 43. They have to get it to the 26 for a first down. All right, they're going to line up with twins near side. Perez hands it off to Reinhardt, comes near side. Horn throws him down on a gain of 1. And that'll be the last play of the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 21, the Jesuit Blue Jays 3.
Kevin, for that third quarter of action, I want to give a shout out to the rest of our sponsors. Right here I have the Blues, Matt Bauer Chevrolet Metairie, Friday Night Football, WGNO ABC, Balfour. The white sponsors, Bernhard Mechanical Resource Contractors, Immaculate Renovation and Repair LLC, Matt Bauer Chevrolet of Metairie. Red Diesel Works, Cross Construction, Professional Security Training, River Ridge Dental Care, Jimmy Burns, Advanta Clean of Metro New Orleans, Southern Tire Services, and of course our game day sponsor is South of I-10 Restoration. Appreciate all you guys for your financial support and dedication to our program.
All right, 1 more quarter to play. I like what I see so far. I like what Coach JT said. Let's finish.
Yep, that's what you got to do. Go finish.
What's the phrase he used?
What? Watch your old trick deck 'em? Is that what you talking about?
Trick 'em, dick 'em.
Trick 'em, deck 'ems. Watch them. Watch them. It could happen.
We have to put that in the
Yep. Halfback
dictionary book.
passes, reverses, things like that. You got to expect the unexpected.
It makes me think of 2014, the first time we went to Shreveport. He said something. I got to think about that one, what he said. We both looked at each other like,
Huh?
what? Perez back to pass, throws it deep
Going up top
down the far
again.
sideline and incomplete.
Throws it out of bounds again.
Yeah, look, that's your best receiver. They're not doing a good job getting him
No, they're not.
opportunities.
Because to be honest with you, right there, he's double covered.
Yep.
And it might have been best if you threw it out of bounds.
But he couldn't have caught it anyway. Well, I'm saying at least throw it the way he has
Yeah,
a chance.
exactly. Give him an opportunity to
Yeah.
get up and get it.
So they turn it over on downs. So the Patriots take it over at their own 42 with 11:54 to go in the ball game. All right, Patriots. Let's do this. Twins receivers near side. Ball's at the top of the field. Patriots not going right to left. No. Quick pass near side, and we dropped it. 2nd and 10.
Did the DB, it looked like the DB came across the line and almost got to it. Why are we going? I don't know why. Why are we going outside to the guy that's way off, and we're not blocking the guy that's 4 yards off?
I don't know.
And then doing a little cross block there, and then getting him one-on-one outside. But I'm not sure. Maybe that's how he coached it, or we just didn't do it right. I'm not sure.
2nd and 10 Patriots. Power play near side. And I believe that's Prout.
I like that. It's the first time I've seen us run the power in a little bit.
Tell you what, he put his foot down a couple times. And
yep. Well, I'm telling you, he's quick. He's almost like
47.
You know, those receivers that run a slant very well, and it's 1, 2, boom, 3, and you could feel it when they hit that third step. That's almost kind of how Proud when he cuts, he sticks that back foot in the ground and he goes, he moves, and I like the wiggle.
5'9", 160-pound running back. Gain of 5, 3rd and 5. We're going to send him back in motion to the right. Quick zip. That's going to be Smith. Turns the corner. Crosses the 50, and he's going to be maybe a yard shot of first down. Dane, I'd go for it here. 4th and 1.
I don't know why we didn't pick up the guy to the outside. Both blockers just ran right by him.
A great job by Smith.
And went and blocked nobody, and then Smith had to duck inside to try to get some positive yardage. But if we kick that first guy out, we're in some green space there.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, a lot of times, and for instance, sometimes your assignment doesn't necessarily always have to be locked in 100%. You got to be able to play ball after that. So if somebody shows in your face, and it's not necessarily the guy you thought was going to be there, you still have to go get him. You got to attack. These guys are attacking on defense. You have to attack on offense as well. Sometimes somebody will show, you know what, you got to go run through them.
So Smith did a great job with limited blocking on that side. Got it to the Blue Jay 49. You got to get it where it's between the 49 and the 50. We have to get it right to on the other side of the 48. So let's call it a yard and a half. 4th down. We're going to go for it here.
Got to give a shout-out to my boys over there at Little Farms Playground.
Hey, the Pirates.
Playing late on a Friday night. Bounce ball. Coach Kyle, Coach Chris, Coach Lane, and always helping me out with football. And, of course, Coach Robbie McMinn here at the game, just sitting on the wrong sideline.
2 tight split near side. Smith and Johnson on the halfbacks. 4th and a yard and a half. We're starting the clock, so we need to milk it. I don't want to punt. Let's go for this thing.
Yep, let's go. Timeout.
No, we took a delay game.
Did we?
Yep. Oh, man, we're going to punt it.
I thought I heard these guys up here saying timeout, but yeah, maybe. We're going to punt it.
I wanted to go for the kill shot.
Well, I like your style. I'd say, hey, we can always be like that up in the booth, right? Go for it. Go for it.
I'm not going to question a man who's in his 54th season, got 605 wins and 27 championships, but.
I mean, I know how you do it. Go for it. Go for it. Hey, why'd he go for it?
Throw it to me. Were you open? Yeah, I'm always open.
Coach, I'm always open. Just throw it.
Just throw it.
Just put it up.
I don't need much. Get it to me.
I know that's what I always used to hear in the huddle,
snap.
too.
Alfonso gets a decent punt, and it's to be fair caught at the.
Yeah, he drove it back on more of a line drive, but that's what he had to do after a low snap that bounced to him. A good job, him getting to it.
So with 9:53 to go in the ball game, the Blue Jays will take it over 1st and 10 at their own 20. What you got?
None.
Kevin.
Hey.
That was number 89 that punted.
89 that punted.
Oh, was it really?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to see if I can give him a shout out.
Yeah, that's Josh Eames.
Yeah.
That's my boy, Josh.
Hey, the one it was a low snap. He being a catcher, he fielded like a catcher and did a great job getting off.
And hit a line drive.
Good point.
It
That's
did.
right. I sure did. Sure did.
All right, double twins here. Duplessis is the halfback. He's to the left of Perez. They'll stay in the shotgun. Let's look for a deep pass here. Let's see Perez steps up in the pocket, comes near side, he's going to fire it, and it's going to be caught by Larson.
Good job of keeping his eyes downfield, seeing the crosser. I think they wanted something front side. He checked back side, stepped up in the pocket, threw it to the guy running the L in to the top.
Gain of 16 to the
pick
36.
Pick up a first down momentarily. The clock stops to reset the chains, and then it goes again.
Yep, same formation, double twins. Fake it, the handoff, throw a little swing pass far side. That is Larson. He's going to have the first down again. We're going to knock him out of bounds at the 48, I believe.
Yeah.
That's enough for a first down.
Corner's got to recognize
Gain of 12.
it. Corner's got to recognize it, seeing the receiver break down and go run through him.
Well, that's
run
the guy,
through
Larson.
him.
That's what I was saying. They need to get the ball to him, but
but the corner's playing on his heels and backpedaling after they catch the ball. You got to go run through that receiver. He breaks down. You go put his chin in his throat.
Duplessis with a short gain, 2 yards. So they had a gain of 16, a gain of 12. Actually, no, they didn't move the chains. That should have been a first down before. Only gain of 2 there.
Yeah.
The chain game's got me all jacked up.
Come on, chain gang. Who is that down there, Frank? Come on, Frankie. David, whatever your name is.
Trips near side, split top of the field. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 47. That give it to Duplessis. He crosses the 50. And we're going to sling him down at the Patriot 37-yard line. Horn dropped him. So 3 out of the last 4 plays, they got in some big chunks and got in first downs.
We got some different guys coming into the game now. Got to get off the field. Uh-oh.
Quick pass near side. This will be to Reinhardt.
That's 12 guys to the action, so they had to blow the whistle. Come on, get our personnel in and out. Let's go.
They on a hurry up. We shouldn't be.
For all this. Let's go.
8:31 counting. Clock is running. Now it stops at 8:27. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be down 1st and 5. Ball is now placed at the Patriot 32. That'll get it to the 27. Split top of the field, trips near side. They'll hand off to Duplessis, goes up the middle. He had the first down and more. They're going to get him. We'll get him down to the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Blue Jays.
Yeah, our coaches call a timeout. Jeez, I'm Pete's.
Yeah, there's a flag in the play.
They just waiting for us to substitute.
Yeah, well,
that's all they doing.
But we're not doing a good job.
Well, our coaches up here going nuts. Leon
crazy.
and Matt and Steve, you're screaming to call timeout.
Yeah, you got to have the personnel groupings and everybody ready to go in and out. And sometimes when you have, like, your nickel, some of those positions are interchangeable. Our guys could come up and run support and, with some force. So, but, they got some receivers out here now. All
right, penalty moves it to the 19, 1st and 5. Trips near side, split top of the field. 8:14 to go in the ball game.
Let's go.
Reinhardt takes it, goes up the middle, and he's be just shy of the first down. Be 2nd down and maybe a yard. Blue Jays quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Reinhardt again up the middle. He'll have the first down, right at the sticks. 7:50 to go in the ball game. All right, so the ball's officially at the 19-yard line. Trips near side, split top of the field. Reinhardt's a halfback. He'll line up to the right of Perez. Reinhardt again up the middle, gets it to the 10. Should be, it's the 14-yard line, not the 19, the 14. So have to get to the 4-yard line for a first down. But he gained 5 to the 9. Same play again. Reinhardt up the middle, bounces it to the left, and needs to be tackled at the 7-yard line.
Make
so
the tackles, get in the huddle, see the personnel. Let's get in and out, do what we have to do. One guy on, one guy off.
7 minutes to go in the ball game. Duplessis checks in at the halfback. He'll take the handoff. goes to the left, and he's going to force his way in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
He just drugged the Patriot into the end zone, and the Blue Jays on the board with 6:48 to go. That was a 7-yard touchdown run by Duplessis.
Yep, defense, they're going to go for 2 here. And see, some of our guys are running on and off. Got to count numbers, make sure.
Yeah, I'd say the latter half of that drive in the last 3 minutes, communication from the sideline to the field was not the best.
Well, I'll also say this, though.
That was a flag in play.
Yeah, guys, we had 12 men on the field.
Just now?
That's great.
Just now.
Well, the thing is,
that proves my point.
here's the bottom line. It's towards the end of the game. You're trying to get some fresh legs or some younger guys in the ball game, but you got to be able to get your personnel groupings on and off, as well as when they start to drive the ball, forget it. Get those guys out. Get the starters back in. Understand who is supposed to be on, who's supposed to be off. Now, of course, like you mentioned, we had 12 guys on the field. Get the free safety out. And
that's on Jesuit.
Got to go back to it.
Penalties on them.
No, it's on us.
No, they moved it back.
They called delay a game. We had 12 men on the field.
I know,
Oh,
but then they
called
moved it
delay
back.
a game. Goodness.
The ball is now at the 8-yard line, so they're going to kick the extra point now. Corbello to kick the PAT. 6:48 to go in the ball game. Snap. Place, kick is up. And it's good. So with 6:58 to go in the ball game, it's now Patriots 21, Blue Jays 10.
And, you don't want to just call off the dogs, Kevin, only being up by 11, but I would say that we could probably get some of those starting offensive line out of the game, rotate some younger guys in, just take care of the football.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Don't give it up. Well, I'm just saying, let the backs and quarterback know, hey, we still got to protect the football. Let's try to get some of those guys in and out. And, you're not going to see a lot of offensive linemen get hurt throughout the course of the game, but we have such a good unit. I'd hate to see somebody get injured here when we might not necessarily need them in.
No, but 11-point lead with 6:48 to go.
No, I feel you. I know what you mean.
Keep the dogs in there.
Hey, hoo.
Hoo-hoo. Let's get a couple of first downs first.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
And ball security.
Get them in, get them out.
Exactly.
Let's get some more points. But, yeah, ball security is key here, Kevin. Don't be surprised if, we don't put the ball in the air like we have over the last few seconds. I'd be interested in seeing how many times we threw the ball tonight. I'm guessing maybe 10.
Sure.
Which is pretty darn good for us.
That's a lot.
Throwing the ball, I want to know what our completion percentage was and maybe some yardage, but I like us putting the ball in the air. Obviously, they feel confident with Jordan Smith throwing the ball, but I think the biggest thing is they feel confident in the protection. And the offensive line has done a great job of that, but I would say that we're going to just try to sustain the drive here.
Get the hand seam.
Looks like they're lining up for possibly an onside kick.
Yep. Here we go. Get the ball, boys. And we got it.
Whew.
At the 43-yard line. So we'll take it over 1st and 10 with 6:46 to go.
That second line, I'd like to see him maybe attack the ball a little more. He let that one kind of come back on another little short hop right in front of him, and that could be dangerous.
Johnson.
I think that was Johnson.
Yep.
And thank goodness we got that one. It hopped right back up into our lap. But anyway, got the ball back. Good field position here. Let's sustain this drive and continue to move the ball and tick that clock out. We're going to get the ball on the 43-yard line with 6:46 left. And it's going to start on the play, 21-10. We are on top. You're listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Twins near side ball, top of the field. Gabriel halfback, power play near side, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Nothing wrong with that.
Gain of 3.
Just give me 3.5, 3.5, 3.5.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, Jesuit will wait a little while, see what they could do on this drive defensively, and let's just continue to milk the clock.
15 seconds on the play clock.
For those of you who don't know, we're usually rotating in a running back or a receiver to run the plays on the field. we haven't really been a wristband
We have
team.
5 seconds. We haven't broke the huddle.
Where coach tells me they were probably going to call a timeout right before.
Yeah, we do. Go out the official. I don't know why. The hydration break.
Oh, that's what it is. 6 minutes. Yep.
So 6 minutes to go in the ball game. It's the official hydration break. Timeout on the field. Patriots 21, Blue Jays 10.
It's funny because I never get used to that.
I know.
6 minutes, and all of a sudden it's like the 2-minute warning, you know. But a good job by the Patriots seeing it and understanding what they had to do there, and just another avenue to milk the clock a little bit more. But a beautiful Friday night at Tad Gormley Stadium. Patriots on top 21-10. 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. And we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. It's been a pretty good game of football. Two teams that I'd say are going to be fighting for a position here in the Catholic League. Jesuit is going to be probably fighting an uphill battle as they go on. They're going to need to make some corrections and get a little bit better. I'd like to see their quarterback throw the ball a little bit more effectively and do some things, but they play hard. They're playing, playing the entire game, playing until the whistle, and I think, the tail of the tape has been our offensive line just kind of wearing them down, those big boys up front, a lot different than what they played last year.
Johnson, the far side halfback, Prout the near side. Twins top of the field, ball in the middle of the field. We'll send the receiver in motion across the formation near side. Power play far side's Prout. He gets it to the 40. To the 35,
Sticking
come
that
near
foot in the
sout.
ground again.
Picking him up, put him down. He's
That's
going to
his speed, baby.
Take to the house. Touchdown.
Yes, sir. With the nail in the coffin.
54-yard run to the house with 5:47 to go in the ball game, and the Patriots extend their lead 27-10.
Not only did I hear that foot stomp, Kevin, but after that I heard a little because he was flying. He had some nice speed at the end of that run, Kevin. I didn't really realize that Prout was that fast, and he kind of left everybody behind, took away the angles, and scored 6 for the Patriots. And like I said before, that's the way to put the nail in the coffin. Now you can do what you want, big brother. Start your rotations.
And the PAT is good. 5:47 to go in the ball game. Patriots 28, Blue Jays 10. Danny, that was a 2-play drive. 57 yards in distance, 59 seconds off the clock. And with that run, Prout's, he's over 100 yards.
100%, Kevin, for that scoring job. I want to say thank you once again to Bobby's Seafood. Family-owned business located at 9013 Jefferson Highway in River Edge. They're established in 1978 and are celebrating 44 years of business. Bobby's Seafood offers daily lunch specials and fresh prepared food. Of course, don't miss the hot, delicious po' boys and hot-boiled seafood. During crawfish season, Bobby's Seafood provides on-site catering for commercial and personal boils. Call Captain Ryan Estes and staff at 738-2104. Bobby's Seafood, proud sponsor of Fighting Patriots football.
That's the way to answer it. We've had a lot of good backs, and probably pound for pound, one of the toughest running backs we've ever had was David Seaman.
Oh, yeah, I liked him a lot.
I'm going to put Prout in that category.
Liked him a lot.
5'9", 160, he's running tough.
Well, Prout's growing up this year. He's growing up, and he's growing up as we're seeing him in this game. Doing a good job.
Foley from the 4, far side, 15, 20, 25, and that's where he's going to be brought down. So with 5:38 to go in the ball game, first and 10 Blue Jays. I mean, look, I know it's a spread offense nowadays, and these guys out, but still be 5'9", 160. Just stick it up in the middle and run as hard as he does.
100%.
Definitely like the way the Patriots answered. And, of course, we had the opening drive of the third quarter. The Patriots were driving and fumbled the ball, but, man, what if on that one? Could have been 35-10 possibly. So there we go, ball at the 25-yard line for the Blue Jays. Trips near side, split top of the field. Perez takes a pass from center, throws it near side, deep out route, and it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yep, good job of Weibel again expanding. That's a tough throw. It's a hard window in and a hard angle with the corner coming downhill. Weibel expanding on the out route, trying to run under it and getting through it. So good job, and he's going to come out the game probably, hopefully done for the night. Going to rotate some younger guys in, like I mentioned. He had a good night for himself.
They'll stay in the same formation. This time Duplessis takes the handoff, goes up the middle. Horn hits him at the 30, drops him there. Gain of 5, 3rd and 5 with 5:26 to go in the ball game. And go you mighty Patriots. Twins left, Twins right. Perez takes a pass from center, steps up, fires it over the middle. It's going to be caught by Lawson, wide open. Breaks a couple tackles. He's at the Patriot 45, drags the guy to the 41-yard line.
A couple little spin moves, getting it going.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they haven't done that earlier, but Jesuit missed an opportunity. That's the best ball player they got.
Yeah.
Get the ball to him.
Right. They tried to throw it deep outside to him a few times and threw it out of bounds.
They go throw it to him again, a little bubble pass.
Now go.
He breaks one tackle, gets it to the Patriot 32, almost a gain of 9 on that play.
Yep.
4:28 and counting. They'll stay the same formation, double twins. They'll throw it to Larson again, far sideline. He's going to have the first down, and he's out of bounds at the Patriot 28-yard line with 4:16 to go. Now officially 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Pump fakes, they're going to try to go deep. And overthrown. Good coverage there. I believe that's Callio. No, it's Turner. Excuse me, Turner on the coverage. 4:08 to go in the ball game. 2nd down 10.
Still got to do a better job of getting guys in and off the field, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm with
got
you.
a lot of confusion down here, and obviously Jesuit late in the game, even though I would think they'd be in a little bit more of a hurry up, we're continuing to, rotate some guys in and out.
I'll tell you in a second. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Perez looks near side. He's going to throw it deep. And it's going to be out of bounds.
Again.
So on that last play, Ackle was our defensive end on the right side. And he was standing at least 4 yards, on our side of the ball. And their tackle was like, I guess he broke the huddle and lined up. It was almost in his face. And Ackle was like, hey, man, you're offsides. You gotta, and the guy had to back up 4 yards.
I'm not sure who it was, Kevin, but a good job of our linebackers collisioning their tight end that was trying to release up the field. Just smashed him, and he fell down. Hit him probably 3-4 yards deep, perfectly legal. But obviously the quarterback has no read there and has to go through his progressions outside. Didn't have anything, threw it long and deep and out of bounds again. So good job by our linebacker collisioning and messing that up.
And I believe the Patriots called timeout. So with 4:02 to go in the ball game, timeout charge to the Patriots, but it's the Patriots 28, the Blue Jays 10. Feel free to interact with Danny and I. Send us a text message to 504-259-7690.
Get in and off the field. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Actually, it was a delay game on Jesuit. Down was 3rd and 15. Perez under pressure fires it out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 15. Well, so it looked like we tried to call a timeout, but there was more confusion. We think we have a timeout. They called a penalty on Jesuit, but it doesn't hurt us. So,
I think we thought they called the timeout. We come off the field, but it wasn't a timeout. It was a delay of game penalty.
But the referee down here motioned as if it was a timeout to us.
Okay.
That's why I said that. So with 3:53 to go.
Even the officials are messed up.
Yeah. We just need to get out of here.
Well, and again, I would think Jesuit, either they want to go for it or not, but they got to hurry up if they plan on doing anything.
Yeah.
The clock's continuing to run. Well, excuse me, the clock is stopped on an incomplete pass. That's my fault.
Yeah, Perez takes the pass from center, steps up, and And he's in under trouble, and we're going to yeah,
Yes.
we finally got him down.
Goodness
Horn
gracious.
had him,
Thank you.
almost
Good
lost
job,
him and
Horn.
dropped him for a 2-yard sack, and they'll turn over down. So 1st and 10 Patriots at their own 37-yard line with 3:42 to go in the ballgame.
All right. Now get these guys in and out. Look like we still have our starters in, Kevin. I don't know.
The 36-yard line officially.
Maybe I don't know anything, but I don't like having those guys in at the end of the game when we're up by 18. Maybe let them finish it out, get the victory formation, maybe a little bit of appreciation drive, if you know what I mean.
Prout and Smith are the halfbacks. Ball near hash mark. 1st and 10 Patriots from the 36. Quick zip, top of the field.
my boy.
Smith. And he turns the corner, gets it to the 40. And
There you go. Stay in
across
bounds.
the 45, but he went out of bounds. But he might have enough for the first down at the 46. Let's see where they mark it.
The boy wants to hear it again. What's the word? Kill the bird. What's the reason? 'Tis the season. There you go, Chris.
It
Just
is gain of 10, 1st and 10. So with 3:34 to go in the game, 1st and 10 Patriots from the 46-yard line. They're going to put the ball that far hash mark, top of the field.
Here we go. Get up, get down, break that huddle.
Yep, Twins near side. Power play near side. And we're going to get it right to the 50-yard line. I believe that is Gabriel on the carry. Gain of 4.
I believe so. No, actually, that is number.
And the 1, Gabriel.
Yeah, it was Gabriel. I'm sorry. Jordan Smith helping him up on the carry. Number 3 and number 14 checking in again. That's Prout
And Smith.
and Smith. Yep.
Mitchell checks in as well, the receiver. Under 3 minutes to go. Clock is running. Ball was in the middle of the field at the 50. 2nd down, 6. Hands it off to Smith over to center. And he can gain 2 to the 48-yard line. 3rd and 4. 2:35 and counting. I would say year to date, this game was probably the most complete game we played on all phases.
Yeah.
Offensive and special teams.
Yeah, I would say that it's definitely not a good game by either side, but I think that we're building some momentum, like you mentioned. I think we're starting to get somewhere. We're starting to improve, and that's the positive part. Get out of the games victorious, injury-free, healthy.
Johnson gained
and,
3.
and
Be
finish
4th
your
and 1.
job.
Let's run this one more time.
Yep. And like we said before, continue to build the character of your team, winning the games, and just getting better and better every week. Learn from the film, and be hitting on all cylinders come November and December.
Yep. 4th and 1. Ball's at the 45. Got to get it to the. Actually, it's 4th and a half a yard. 1:32 and counting.
Because we still have some serious competition coming down the stretch, and I'm going to let you talk a little bit more about that as
They will do that
the
in the
game
postgame.
comes to a close.
Yeah, we'll do that. Y'all stay with us. We'll have a scoring recap at the postgame. And looks like we'll call timeout with 1 second on play clock. We do. So timeout charge of the Patriots with 1:16 to go. We'll probably just go here, get the 1 yard, get the first down, then we'll kneel it and
Yep, I believe so.
take it to the house. But congrats to the Patriots on the victory. Right now the score is 20-10. But we do have 1:16 to go. I'm just saying, the East Jefferson Jamboree, 28-10. Against East Jefferson was ho-hum. We played okay against Central Foods. Wasn't much competition. Go to Zachary. We had opportunities. Just didn't take advantage of it. We lose by 19, but honestly, in my opinion, the game wasn't a 19-point deficit.
No, I don't think so either.
And in a tight ball game last week on the road against a good team from Mississippi, we finally closed one out. And I just believe that's the confidence that we needed. And we come into a game against a physical Jesuit team and really took it to them. Really, honestly, Danny, I said, a little while ago, opening drive of the third quarter, we fumbled. It could have been 35. We could have scored in that drive.
Yep.
But looks like we're going to punt it here. I guess Coach didn't like my aggressiveness.
Yeah, well, with 1:16 left, yeah,
Eames.
that's more of a, I guess, conceding and not having to go for it. Push the issue being up 18.
Well, you get the first down and kneel it.
Yep.
Nice job by Eames. And fair card at the 5.
That boy, Josh.
So with 1:09 to go in the ball game, 1st and 10 Blue Jays at their own 5-yard line.
Good to see him out there.
Well, we talk about it all the times. You know, we due to injury, we had a punter, and he left school, and we don't want all the kicking duties on Alfonso.
Right.
So we recruited the Halls. Pulled in the baseball catcher.
Sometimes that's what you got to do. Yeah, if you remember, Mike O'Brien, I believe, was it last year that he punted for us?
He was ready 2 years ago.
2
yeah,
years ago.
Yeah, the COVID year.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see what Jesuit does here with 1:09 to go. So we got some backup linemen, defensive linemen here. Linebackers and defensive backs are all starters. A little quick zip here to the running back. He's going to get it to the 16-yard line. That's Reinhardt on the carry. 1:01 to go. Actually, they gave him 10, 1st and 10. Clock starts. We're under a minute. There's a gain of 11. Got it to the 16-yard line.
Oh, get out, Luke. There you
And
go.
they give it to Reinhardt again.
Force it back.
Yeah. Gain of 5 to the 21. $35 seconds counting. This will probably be the last play here.
Yep. Hopefully.
Well, you know what's good? After we lose 2 very tight ball games, of course, they eliminated us last year. You know, lost 2 games to the Jesuit. We finally get back in the win column against the Blue Jays, but in kind of somewhat dominating fashion. Quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's going to go nowhere. And 10 seconds now, I'll probably wrap it up. I doubt they'll run another play.
Yep, that's it.
7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is it. The John Curtis Christian Patriots defeat the Jesuit Blue Jays by a score of 28 to 10.
Got to get it all out at once. Huh?
And they are victorious. Y'all hang tight. We're going to do a score and recap, post-game recap, and then we'll set up next week's game. Go ahead, Danny.
All right, well, we want to thank our post-game sponsor, Rodney Beloso, with Hot Rods Creole. That's locally owned and family operated with generational recipes for your cooking ease and enjoyment. Check out their award-winning jambalaya, gumbo, and barbecue sauces. Don't forget the premium garlic butter seasonings. Of course, the fish fry for your seafood boils and everything that they offer. You can find their products at your local grocery stores or online at www.hotrodscreole.com. Hot Rods Creole is the only way to Creole.
Well, here's a score and recap. Both teams traded possessions in the first quarter, and there was no score. The Blue Jays got on the board first with 9:08 to go in the half. Corbello hit a 36-yard field goal, and that put the Blue Jays up 3-0. But on the ensuing drive, the Patriots scored on a 7-play drive, 80 yards in distance, 3:44 off the clock. Prout with a 32-yard touchdown run. Alfonso added the PAT. That put the Patriots up 7-3 with 5:16 to go in the half. After the Patriots forced a punt, they went on a 9-play drive, 70 yards in distance, burning up 3:08 off the clock. Johnson with a 2-yard touchdown run. Alfonso added the PAT, and with 16 seconds to go in the half, the Patriots took a 14-3 lead into halftime. The only score in the third quarter was a 20-yard touchdown run, by Prout. That capped off a 9-play, 56-yard drive, burning up 3:53 off the clock. And with 1:54 to go in the third, after Alfonso hit the PAT, that put the Patriots up 21-3. And then Jesuit got on the board with 6:18 to go in the game. Duplessis had a 7-yard touchdown run. Corbello added the PAT, and that made it 21-10 Patriots. But on the ensuing drive, the Patriots recovered the onside kick. It only took 2 plays to go 57 yards and burning 59 seconds off the clock. Prout with a 54-yard touchdown run. Alfonso added the PAT, and that put the Patriots up 28-10 with 5:47 to go, and the team just burned the clock out from there. But Danny, if we did player of the game, you got to give it to Prout. as far as scoring, he had a 32-yard touchdown run, a 20-yard touchdown run, and a 54-yard touchdown run. So it's impressive. But I'd also say co-MVP would be the whole offensive line for opening up the holes and allowing him to get those yardage tonight.
Well, not only that, and I'd also say Jordan Smith. You know, I'd say he came into the season probably as the backup quarterback, forced into the starting role tonight, and did a decent job. You know, ran the offense, had a nice little run a few times, and you know, we didn't necessarily put the ball on the ground a lot. I think we had one fumble on the night down here in our territory, unfortunately, but did a good job running the offense, sustaining drives, and doing what we needed to do to be successful. Defense, great job. I don't think they felt comfortable back in the pocket throwing the ball. I don't think their quarterback looked very sharp and crisp. A lot of the reasons for that could be because of our rush and our linebackers getting where they needed to. They didn't really get their starting, their star receiver involved till late in the fourth quarter, fortunately for us. And so all in all, a good team win and hopefully something to build on.
Give another shout out to Todd Dubio, fellow Patriot. Listen to us on the West Coast. We appreciate you. Yeah, you know, this overall I think is our probably most complete game of the year in all three phases. Didn't give up the big returns on the kickoff coverage. Offense did what it had to do, that one turnover. Answered every time that Jesuit scored, we scored. Defense, and maybe also, too, let's give credit to the defensive backs. Maybe some of the reasons why the passes were bad because we had good coverage as well.
Well, we're getting better.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, the Patriots now improved to 3-1 on the season. The Blue Jays fall to 1-3. Coach JT is now 606, 76-6. So the magic number is now 15 to tie, 16 to be the all-time winner as coach. Next week, the Patriots homecoming, Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff against the Holy Cross Tigers at Ullman Stadium on the campus of Tulane. We encourage everybody, because it's homecoming. And plus, you know what? These guys are good. They're starting to gel and become a good team. And I think we got a good ball club. So if you get a chance, you know, come on out, man. Watch these guys in person. And come participate in the homecoming celebrations. We'll be on at 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff against the Holy Cross Tigers. Your thoughts of next week?
Well, I think it's going to be an exciting week. If you're not only a football player, but if you're just a kid in school, it's a fun week. You have all these challenges. You have all these days that you get to dress up and do fun things. Enjoy yourself. These are the memories that you're going to miss as you get older. I know my kids love dressing up every year for homecoming. My wife does a fantastic job. But it's just a fun week, and everybody should be involved and excited. If you were a Patriot, you know, former Patriot alumni, come back, help out. You know, I'm sure that you could participate in the band or a former cheerleader. You know, get your butt over here. If you're a former football player, part of that 75 team or later, get over here, talk to these kids, get involved because, you know, it doesn't get any better than seeing us in homecoming in those red jerseys.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. I wish I would have thought about it during the broadcast. If you are an alum of the Colonial Regiment, get your horn, get your drum, bring your instrument out. Come play with the band next week in the stands. We're trying to get some of those ghosts of Patriots past from the Colonial Regiment. It's not all about the football team. Let's put the band, too, and the cheerleaders. Come on out here, man. You know, let's just make it a big family effort. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening to us on tonight's broadcast. We appreciate all that y'all do. Of course, all of our sponsors. Thank you for your support. Couldn't do it without you guys. So the Patriots kick it off next week, Friday, September 30th, 7 o'clock kickoff when the Patriots have homecoming against the Holy Cross Tigers. We'll be on at 6:45 for pregame. Until then, go Big Blue.
God bless.